get the game space actually into position. I'll put the microphone on in a second. There you go, should be able to hear me. As of right now, we don't have any background stream set up for now, so it's essentially just me talking to you guys. So I do apologise for now, but we will be cleaning up and getting ready to play. We've got our shipment from Tamas today, so should be having some fun. He's starting to do a few things. We've got Medusa that should be built, he says. We've got an armor version deck that I want to try out, which is essentially just full force armor, just throwing fists and upsetting people. Like this mess will be upsetting on somebody if they come into the stream and be like, yeah, it's a mess. It's like, it is a mess, you're right. Because I was trying to build like 7 different decks last night. And I was like, no, wait until we get BT21 and then I'll keep going. But yeah, so thanks again to Tamas. Always a good service. All my rares, all my commons, all my uncommons for a reasonable price. Well, to be fair, I've never actually tried to figure out if I actually am getting paid a reasonable price, but I'm happy to pay it. And if I'm happy to pay it, it means it's a reasonable price. So I ain't complaining. Before someone goes like, oh, you're being whingy. I'm not. It's a good price. I paid a really good price for this. I don't know. I think I asked somebody once to like do this for me. I think it cost me like something ridiculously cheap. And I think the person then realized like how much of an actual hassle it was for that very cheap price. I think once upon a time, I can't remember what I said it was, but I think I paid like £20 and like £5 postage. And I think they must have realized like how much of an actual hassle that is to do. I know Mr. Swiftly once upon a time tried to get me some BX5s bulk because the kids basically ruin all my bulk. And in doing so, she was like, all right, I'll do my best to go get this bulk for you. Not this bulk, but like the cards I needed because at this point I was only buying mainly in stuff. I wasn't really doing pre-release anymore because I'm out here in the sticks, and to go do a pre-release, even at my favourite place in the whole world, Griffin's Gaming, which are moving to the big city now. For a day out today, it cost me like £90 travel, and then it'd be obviously food on top of that. And if it was always a situation where work was like you can only ever have that one day off. You couldn't have like 2 days, so I could like stay over at a family member's house, or have a nice come back later-ish and have a rest day because like no, you got to come back as quick as you can. So that was always that situation. And then we're going with this now. So yeah, I buy my 2 or 3 boxes, 4 boxes plus pre-release stuff, and that would be like £400 or £500 for essentially a day out. And it's just like, I just couldn't keep doing that. As much as I love opening packs, I think if packs ever got good on the channel kind of thing, I'd be like, I'll happily open packs, get my 1,000+ views, get my time, get my money back kind of thing, so forth and so on. It makes sense to like, do a pack opening, get a $5 back, make it feel a bit better, but it was never worth it. The only reason I do these streams really is just to keep the channel kind of going at the moment, because I'm in between series. Good card, bad cards on hiatus this week because it was a double week half term for the kids, so I couldn't get down with replay and record. I've tried to get other people involved, but they're like, no, I'm really busy. And generally, I do a lot of my stuff during the day. So obviously, people who have actual lives, it's very hard to sort of go, hey, you free on a Wednesday at like 1:30? And they're like, no, I work, you idiot. I was like, well, all right, la-dee-da. I mean, I work 12-hour shifts, 4 days a week, and I think in a couple of years' time, I'll probably try to do like 6 days a week. So we'll see how it goes. The issue we have as a content house over here now is, there is. I was literally saying to Mr. Swiftler, like, I can't find my dragon. I was literally spent like the day looking for this yesterday. It was behind me all the time. Gosh darn. This is one of regular card games. Observation skills aren't great. Here's what it is. All right, no one's in here. Awesome. 5 minutes in, still doing tidy up. No one's seen the mess. Well, hopefully no one's seen the mess. I want the dragon. Yeah, I took this to, I think, a Games Expo last year, and people were like, "Oh, you're playing this deck?" It's like, I wish, man, it wasn't even out yet, obviously. I always say it's just a green Jesmon. You know, it's a turbo aggro deck in green, which is obviously nice because green has just been this weird color for a long time, and it's a battle color, and it has to play with your opponents. And if your opponents aren't playing, then you're not playing. And oh man, it's just a nightmare. In my opinion, I think it's a nightmare. Other people will happily disagree with me, probably. But green black is a great color. I just wish the bees would be good. The battle bees. Right, you can probably hear Monster Hunter in the background if you know what Monster Hunter is. That is Mr. Wilds. Ugh! I will have to go in there a second and grab some decks, I think. So, copyright incoming, possibly from Capcom. Please don't do it, Capcom. I really like you guys. Although, bring back Breath of Fire as a series. Not the gotcha system, or just remake them in HD. Please. You've done games that didn't need it as much. Bring back Breath of Fire, please. Bring back 4. I think 5 probably is a decent game these days. I think it's just the fact that it was way, way, way ahead of its time and just didn't get the love it needed at the time. Because of it, really. Oh, you gonna work? Please work. Please work. That's it. There we go. Woo! Highlighted. Right, if I can do that. So what we are doing as well, because I like to keep you guys kind of updated what we do here at the channel, is we are considering getting an overlay, not an overlay like for the stream, but like an overlay camera. So it will be an above viewpoint. Obviously, we're going to use my phone right now. I am looking at trying to get into grabbing myself a proper camera for this setup, so that way you guys are actually getting a really good quality stream all the time. Obviously, it's kind of expensive to get a really good cameras, but I will do my best to actually get you guys a good camera. So things are quality. I'm going to try and go and do more events this year. I'm going to try and stream more actually at events this year. I'm going to try and get to more locals this year. I'm going to try and actually use the actual builds we got. I've got staging lights here now. I've got multiple posts now. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there in time. Just waiting for Mr. Swiftly now to deal with the small child, and then hopefully we can start doing some games. But yes, I'm going to go into the Wilds area now, so I apologise if you don't like the Wilds music. There you go, I am back. Again, I do apologise. We've got nothing set up in the background yet, so if anyone's talking to me or chatting away, I do apologise. For right now, I can't see anything currently, but we'll be probably grabbing the Chromebook in a second just to set it up so we've got some way of chinwaggery. I don't know if I actually see it from the phone. That's the weird thing. I don't think I've ever bothered to look see if the phone actually does work as a chat. Is there a chat here? Is there a chat button? There you go. Live chat is on. 2 people in here. Hey, everyone. Yeah, we're going to try and get some Medusa games going. We're going to try and get some Armour games going. I've seen a couple of variant builds of Armour now. I've seen pure Armour Crush, which is essentially just throw bodies at your opponent and just try to overwhelm them with just continuous attacks where they don't really get to fight back. I'm not sure if I like having the Bukamon here, but I do think that there's not really a good 5th egg for this deck currently. If all these V-Mons could just digivolve over a Demi-V, I would argue the BT21 Demi-V would probably be the best one, because we just got access to 2k extra damage all the time. But yeah, I'll put the build down for you guys in a second. So this is just Armour like Crush. So you got 1 Buka, and then 4 Demis. So you guys see what the build is today. Well, we're just setting up. Only playing 2 of the Jammy Boys. I've got a playset of these, can't find them. They're probably in the bulk somewhere. slash things to be put away still. So, but I think I did the last round of deck changes because I think I changed these like last year sometime when I did like the old Armour Rush Instant Gauss. Even then, it's really weird because if you just open like this feed mod, you're just going to put him into back anyway. So double jamming does nothing to anyone, unfortunately. Playing 4 of the searchers, give me a boy and give me the other boy. Yeah, you are just trying to die with Armor Purge. It's just good to maybe get like an actual hit off. 2 of these ones, I like the BT21, just the deck is already full of cards that you don't really need to see. BT21, running 4 of these because it's not a once per turn, just goddamn give me stuff. And then the promos, because the promos are like literally my favourites because they are absolutely the best boys. Get draw power. Draw power is great in this deck because you are constantly just churning through your deck. But yeah, I agree. Like double jamming still dies somehow. Just run that option card. Yeah, I'm running 16 rookies because it's one of these decks where, because I'm running the promo Davis where you just throw things on the field anyway, you are kind of hoping for a wider board so you can kind of hope for a Magna ST17 in security and just absolutely devastate your opponent. 2 Flame Demons promos. I will say this now, for those who don't own these, don't go and buy them. They are not necessarily needed. They are just good as a form of aggression if you just know that you can't physically beat down that one extra security, but you can sacrifice the body to get rid of that security instead by smashing into something. Running 3 of the flames, the new flames. Super easy. Also like pennies. So bad, good, very good. Running 3 of the... Oh, great, dog here somewhere because the dog's molting again because it's coming up to summertime. Running 3 of the Lydras. I do like this one. I know in my other builds I said like I wasn't going to run it because... Yeah, it's super situational. If you're running Magna X, you can always just use it as a way to turn on your immunity doing it that way, but you're building an engine for a different engine, so it's a different variant of this deck. But yeah, it's generally just a good way to get rid of that last security if you know you can throw bodies at your problems afterwards. You need that extra hit for whatever reason. Yeah, especially because if you got this on the field and then this on the field, it's just Digivolve for 0 and just be an arsehole. Because that's kind of what this deck wants to be. It's just how much of a pain in the ass can I be to my opponent. Running essentially 3 of everything besides like the ST17. So yeah, for running 3 of the... Oh, slow down. Running 3 of the original Magnus because great blocker, big body, unsuspend itself, so you can just do all your armor purging shit and just, just keep it unsuspending. Running 3 of the new ones, essentially Plasma Blast, Plasma something or other, on body for every armor form, just DP minus something because you're a dick, basically. And then running probably the best Magna in the game currently, which is just the ST17s. Oh no, it came out of security. I've just ruined your day. Have fun. 4 of the promo Davises, just because really good. If you hit in security, you get yourself an extra searcher, you get yourself an extra body for following setup. Unless your opponent's just got a deck that's just going to deal with it either way, it wasn't going to matter anyway. But as a nice little rule, getting this out is super fun. 2 of the new Davises. I'm not too sure if I want to play this as more than 2. 2 is currently like that. It's a working combo piece, but not generally doing much here or there. 2 normal Davises because you do have greens in the deck. Yeah. Mr. Swiftly played against me the other day, and it absolutely ruined me because I had a Gallantmon X out, and it's 3 colors, so it's just like, yeah, strip all your sources and just go back, just downs, basically, so pain in the ass. 2 Rockets. This is the unfortunate thing. Rockets is really good in this deck because obviously you can just put it on once and then you can just constantly go back and forwards with the extra attacks. But unfortunately, it's not searchable. 2 of the Mental Trains because you have your own search now in the deck thanks to the Armored Evolution. Still really good though. Obviously, reducing cost is pretty good. It is wild. I have a playset of them. It's just... I don't know how much it's going to be. It's a 4 cost. You can't play it for free. You have to hard play it or it has to come out of security. It's just one of those really weird ones. Whereas, if I can crash into things or I'm expecting to die or I can force myself to remove a top end, it's not so bad. 2 of the Blue Scrambles. Again, it's nice if you need a starter. Get yourself a searcher going with the old V. Try and get things back into hand. Try and get things back into rotation that you're going to draw into. And then 2 of the Armored Digivolutions. This is 50 cards, currently what we're working with. But yeah, I could do with a a good 5th egg, but as most times, it might be a 1 if you just want the draw power. Not solid, not set in stone. I might take the Flamethrars out depending on how I feel. I might try and maybe go down to 2 Flamethrars, or maybe 2 Lydras, or maybe 2 of each, and then try and get some more Davises in. But 8 Tamers is pretty good, I think, for a tip like this. Again, not being able to play your Tamers out is always a problem. And your first turn is generally going to be put a V1 in the back, play out a Davis, either a 4-cost one or a 3-cost one. 3-cost, get another body on the field, got 2 bodies to swing next turn. If you can do some combo wins, you got the V1 that lets you gain a memory, or the Promo or the new one. Essentially, you're just going to have a free devolution into one of the Hydras or the Flamethrars, or a 1-cost into the Magnas. It's generally a good scene, not for your opponent, but for you. So, yeah, there's always plays. And then as long as there's something on the field, main phase, which will be when you move out, you get a memory, so you are generally in a good position, depending on what your opponent's really trying to do. It just depends. It's really good from security if your opponent had no way of really dealing with it. And then having a body on the field that they can't get rid of is always pretty good sometimes. But again, it depends what you're playing against. Obviously, there's quite a few decks in the format now that will just remove bodies for free as part of their attacking stance. Obviously, when attacking goes at its own speed, you have to be careful with them as well. But I generally do think this is a good get in, turn 2 OTK style. Generally, will always hit turn 3, just absolutely decimate somebody for free. But yeah, that's what we're going with. Medusa's a bit weird because Medusa's kind of in that situation where Dragonkin and Reptiles don't really have a lot of awesome cards right now. I do think down the line it could be one of these really good engine decks that we spoke about before. But right now it's its own sort of world. I love the fact that Gigi's getting more love, but in a different deck. Damn it, Gigi, why can't you be in this one? So what we're playing here. I have heard from a lot of the Japanese players that they want to play like 4 of this, to be fair, and I am kind of considering what to remove. I am running the Gaia engine as the top end as well as X-Antibody for insanity reasons. But yeah, we're doing 3 Guy of the old EX4, and then 2 of the new promos. I might go 2 and 3, to be fair, try and fill it out a bit more. The fact that you have blocker, just obviously to upset your opponent, is always fun in my opinion. Medusa as well. Super cool card. If you haven't seen, we'll be getting those petrification tokens soon, hopefully next week or 2, and then when you see you guys at events, just ask for a couple. I'm happy to hand them out. Running 4 searches because you obviously want them, 2 of the Agus, 2 of the EX8 Agus because they search reptiles, and that's party deck. Keeps it going. And then gaining the extra 2,000 DP is actually quite nice in this deck. 2 of the Guilmon. I don't necessarily think you're going to have a lot of trash in this game because you generally are aggroing people down to just the absolute deaths. But we might just be in that situation there. Yeah, if you talk to Kev will just tell you how good Dobrik is right now, because every time I talk to him, he's just like, you know, Dobrik's good now. It's like, yeah. It's like, Kev, every time you play Dobrik against me, it's turn 2 OTK. Don't worry about it. It's always good. Don't worry, Kev. It's always good, Kev. Don't worry. Kev loves his Dobrik. Can't trust Kev. Playing the Solar here just for, I believe it is specifically for Royal Knights. And then playing, this is where I'm getting like really kind of weirded out about what do I want to do. I know the Inheritance effect's really good in this card because you want your opponent's security attacks constantly getting removed, so you're gaining memory, so you keep doing more plays and digivolves off and being a constant nuisance, which I'm happy with. 4 might be too many. Maybe 3 is the better answer than 4 because you kind of want to see it at least twice, but you don't want to see it all every single time. I'm going to try and run 2 Tyrannomons, but I'm going to change them out for the Judge promos. So thank you very much to Ginger James and for Mr. OP he himself. No, not that one. The other one, Mr. Adam. Yeah, I appreciate getting these. Got them for a good price. Happy with this. It makes my deck look very pretty. Extra bling for no reason because they're already rares. I don't know. I have a problem. I will say, though, I am very upset the fact that these rookies are commons, so I can't even upgrade them into foils. Same with Raging Serpentine. Look a great card in foil, but yeah, it's another common. You messed up with this set, Bandai. I want all the option cards to be foils so they can be shiny and blind my opponent. Wait, that's the wrong way around. There you go, try again. There you go. Yeah, trying 2 of the Tranimons. Security effect, obviously just play a body for free, and then start with your main phase, or when Digivolving, this Digimon gets 3,000 DP into the end of the turn. Medusa isn't a tiny Digimon. 12,000 DP isn't tiny, but obviously in this format right now, we have a lot of 7s, we have a lot of 6s that are quite beefy. You kind of want to be at 17k minimum. You're not really going to find a lot of cross hearts right now, but you generally will find probably 1 or 2 at an event. So if you can hit 15k and then 17k, and then you got something else underneath, like this Agumon, for instance, you're 19k. You're generally going to be walking over every security you find, but you want to be able to get there too. So obviously you ignore effects, but you don't ignore DP. So you get into the security battle, it's just going to whack you down. Yes, that's that. So that's you get out of the way. Get out of the way, you shiny cards. I don't know where to put you now. Put it over there. Yeah, Agumon, same again. Just running 2 of it. It's just a recursion piece. It's not too bad. It's good if you need to get back to like a level 6 that you can't find any of them. Maybe something's been stuck in security. Comes out and you're like, sod it. Cost of free. Play it out. Give it back. Is that everything from that stack? No. Over here, what we have 2 of the Cyclomons. Again, security card effect on play when Digivolve and delete one of your opponent's DP. Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. Obviously, pop a token is generally the way to go here. I quite like it. I think it's a pretty good one. Lamamon, because the card is absolutely insane. And then 3 of the Cyber Drill. I actually like the Cyber Drill. I didn't think I would too much. And to a degree, I kind of wish that Wingdramon from BT20 was a little bit better, or at least had the correct terms on it, so we could nick it into this deck, because it's a very good card. Security Attack +1 as well would make this absolutely incredible. I'll try and figure out the build for it eventually. I might even try and build it into like Galaxy as like a weird like bridging archetype piece. And then yeah, that's the deck that I want to see currently. 2 of the X-Antibody Omnimons. Don't necessarily think it's needed in this deck, but it's definitely just like a proper game finisher where you're just going to be like, nope, swing, take the game. 3 of the new Owens, just because it's not terribly bad, and at the end of your turn, you get to swing with a Digimon that has Dragon Kid or Reptile. Forcing interactions is always really good, especially if your opponent can't stop it. Owen Dreadnought, the memory setter. Oh no, he just makes it so that you pop the token if your opponent can't be deleted by any other effects. 2 scrambles, because 2 scrambles seems to be the way we go. I think any more than that is just like feeding into the hope and dreams that you're not going to get. 4 of the offensive training. It's just too good. Everything in this deck, not everything in the deck is red to some degree. So you are just surging everything in this deck. Even the French Omnimon is red or rouge. Obviously, for those French people out there, thank you for joining. But yeah, offensive training is just way too good at the moment, and I can't really see a world where I don't want to play it. And then 2 Raging Serpentine. This is the only card that has me upset, because I know at 2 it's not enough, especially into the matchups like Royal Knights, and I could probably do with 3 or 4 of them, but I can't justify it being in more of the deck currently. Yeah, definitely. See, that's the thing, like the deck is just really like punching down, basically, which is a great thing for this deck because it's an aggro red deck. And like me and Replay have said before, like it is a fantastic looking engine for like a new archetype, especially in red, because red's had a lot of issues up to this point in the game where in a bubble, red should be the best color because it's always aggro, it always wants to fight, it always wants to take you down, it always wants to show like hands. But because the game has always had this situation of security is your bomb, and every single time you hit security, it's always something that's going to remove you, kill you, or like bounce you to hand or put you to the bottom of the deck. It's always just been a situation that red's had trouble. Progress, on the other hand, is just a troubling keyword, which makes you think that maybe not too far in the future, if we don't get the secondary line for this stuff from Mr. Owen, Medusa might be getting hit very quickly. I wouldn't mind seeing a Medusa ace that may have, I don't know, probably like on Digivolving or on play effect, if your opponent has a suspended Digimon, sacrifice it into a petrification token, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. I don't work at Bandai for that reason. I'd be too much in the air out of things I want to see, because that would be a custom card then. I'm just killing my own excuses now. But yeah, the deck is fairly good. I think I might want too many cards though, so that's the only issue I've got here. I might just have to remove something. So let's take them off the... So you go over there. Right. So, babies don't count. So the babies can just go over here. So that's fine. Right, rookies. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So 12 is always my favorite number for rookies because I'm that person who can't find them unless I have too many, which is probably why this is a 16 in. Move that the way there. Champions, I only have 8. I am kind of like rolling the dice in this one. I hate seeing the forecast champions in the Liberators because normally they have the on-play effects, but these ones don't. Makes me sad. But yes, we got 8 of these. 4 of them, 2 of those, 2 of those. I'll look forward to see what the second wave of Eliza and Dimitrimon does. Because I don't think you can do better than what we got for Limamon. Limamon's just absolutely crazy card. I mean, even Cyberdemon's pretty good. I don't really want to change the ratios on Mr. Owen. I think Mr. Owen's good at 5. He says while shaking his head. I think 5 is good. I think what I might need to do is just take down the package for Gal. I might go 2 and 2. But part of me is thinking about going 2 and 3, but the other way around. So I'm doing 3 of the promos, then 2 of the old ones. But obviously you get the 3 hits. You do the swing, nothing dies, pop a security, go into this one, get to swing at the end of turn, stabby stabby, gain memories, do all the other shenanigans. I mean, the deck is really good. Like, I ain't going to complain. Like, there's a lot of synergy in this deck with just reptiles and dragonkins. Humbug, I don't know what's going on anymore. Just good. It's just good stuff. Now, where's Mr. Swiftly? It's been half an hour since the stream started. Should be down here yelling at me. Throwing cardboard at me. All right, so 20. 27. 32. 36. 38. 43. 46. 48. Yeah, there's one too many cards. I might just shave off one of these for now. So we've got 8 megas to 7 ultimates. Sounds really weird, but I think that's generally how we've been doing things a lot of time in this game, because finding your end pieces is always better than finding your middle pieces to some degree. All right, don't put it there, so melt the card. All right, move that away. Put that somewhere safe, he says. There's nowhere safe in this house. Children live here. There it goes, over there. All right, so that's that. All right, so that's that one. All right, do I go put the microphone down and go find Mr. Swiftly is the question now. I think the answer is maybe. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't mind if we had... I don't know. It's going to be very awkward, because what would you have as like Gaia's like normal line? Because it's just a Greymon, right? And technically it was meant to be Blackwall Greymon's ex-antibody form. So what would your idea be for like a proper Gaia secondary? Because I just have a funny feeling that the promos from this set were just meant to be cards they couldn't physically fit in the set, which is why we got the War Greymon Adventure promo, which is why we got the Galmon promo at the same time, just because it's a Dragonkin. I don't know. I feel like they kind of had an idea what they wanted to do. The Mastemon cards are kind of crazy, to be fair. But yeah, this card, like Japanese players are just saying like you need 4 of them. So I do need to figure out stuff. Probably need to like build like a competitive Royal Knights deck and try it out against it and see how long it takes me to beat it. We'll be going locals hopefully in a couple of weeks before we go to Leeds. So we shall see what we have and what we can do. But I'm looking forward to giving this a try. Hopefully we find Mr. Swiftly in good health shortly. If not, I'll go upstairs and give her a poke and make sure she's okay. I hear some snoring, so I've got a funny feeling that Tiny's asleep. So she should hopefully will not be. Well, to be fair, she generally just falls asleep when he falls asleep because he's a little water bottle, so. Yeah, I was trying to trick people with these sleeves because it's like, what do I use the strong extended sleeves for? I was like, do I just use them on Chronicles? I was like, nah, it's too much of a giveaway. So Chronicles is technically the red sleeves from the old matte set. We got very lucky when we was at Worlds a couple of years ago. Kai of Cards, I think, was a vendor for that event. And they just had like a load that they like cracked down. It was like basically like we broke all the matte stuff down, we broke all the sleeves down kind of thing. So I think sleeves were like £5 each or £10 each, which I think was like a really good deal at the time. And the mats were like 15. And I was like, I think I have a mat already, but I don't have any sleeves. I was like, I'll buy some sleeves. Sure, brought 2 sets. They're so nice. I'm not here currently. I think they're in the living room because we're going through some of our new stuff. Right, so let me go see where Mrs. Swift is. I'm going to take off the microphone so that way you don't hear me huffing and puffing up the stairs. There you go. Microphone's there. Yeah, the deck is still Master Demon, although technically the deck now sets up an additional Master Demon ace play, so it ain't so terrible. She has been found. She is safe. Kind of. She's in my house still. Kids are here. So as safe as you can be. Alright, so that's that deck done. Let's leave it the bubblers. And then that is everything ready to go for game 1, I think. See how Mr. Swiftly feels because it's already getting late and I'm sure she's tired and ready for a down her own with the monsters getting to and from school and falling down the stairs. You do pretty well with a drink. Right. Do you want to get yourself a drink, Boo, before we start?
Oh, of course, be sensible.
As it is just a heat room now. Whew. Yeah, so I have both overhead lights on. We're in the kitchen, so obviously kitchen lights are a little bit warmer. Then we have 2 LED makeup lights, they're LED square lights, and they get really warm because they're on like max brightness to try and reduce the amount of shadows on the board for you guys. And I'm just an absolute whip. I have heat apnea, so heat just kills me. So yeah, if you ever wonder why you never see me in Spain or Italy during the summer period, especially for competitive play, it's because it will kill me. I don't mind traveling in wintertime. It's cold and safe for me anyway. But you're going to give this a try. Yeah, I think maybe a 1-year instead of the Buka, because you don't really need the jamming, but the jamming is nice to a degree, I'd say, maybe. Yeah. But yes, this is like slamming to security build. You don't really need the jamming. It's just an extra egg, basically. Just going to do 30 card pile up. Try to shuffle everything through and out. And once Mr. Swiftly's finished, make yourself a green melon soft drink. We'll see if we can start. But yeah, like I said earlier, Flame Drummond promos, if you really need them for a build, like pay the price, I guess, if you want to pay 40 quid for them. But otherwise, wait till October or November, whenever the LM6 reprint is now, and pick up your 10p copies then. because there's just no point spending that money now unless you really need it for the build. But even in Magnet X, I was doing that build. Like, it's nice to obviously pop your immunity so you could just be a bit of a crazy person. But it wasn't really the greatest thing. It was good if you knew your opponent was going to block you, so that way you could just take out one of their things, hit a security, and then just try and go that way. But yeah, got a place at least somewhere. Oh. So I asked Mr. Swiftly to grab me another one. I thought she was going to grab the full one, but she grabbed me the original.
So sorry.
That's fine. There you go. Goose, have a shuffle. You do have 5. Give them a shuffle, and I'll think of them in a second. I'll grab myself a drink, and then roll the microphone. There you go. Should activate. As you can hear, Mr. Swiftly still snoozing. It's all right, though. It's a long day. It's always a long day here.
Maybe.
Do you know where the Chromebook is?
Yes.
Would you like to go get it?
On my printer.
I won't remove the memory stick from it just in case.
It's got stuff on it that's still open. So
As I say, I don't want to remove the memory stick in case it's actually connected to something and it's going to damage it.
what's this? Where can I put it?
Just move that to behind you. Obviously, don't knock off the whole stack of cards. Best you can. That there should be. Oh, I don't know. I have to check this out.
SP looks like.
Yeah, that is Nature Spirits, but I couldn't tell which box it was. Yeah. Yeah, so I did say at the start of the stream, so those who joined later are all going to watch this as like a stream at some point in the future. I am thinking of doing you can't really see because I'm sitting down, a conversion piece. So basically it's going to be up and over. So I'll have a camera, well, obviously the phone will be up here, and then a camera maybe down the line until we get a bit more popular. You know, can't keep spending £1,000 on things that aren't making money, right? So within reason, it has to be reasonable. So yeah, use the camera for now. Make our own overhead camera section. Hopefully, you guys will get a better quality because that way it's just straight down. You obviously will have hands, but it'll be okay. What's up, mother?
Have you already seen these messages or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
The last one I saw was nasty.
Yeah, that's the most recent one.
Yeah. So. But yeah, so you'll get like an overhead. I'll probably try and make it so we can actually fit the Chromebook on there as well, so that way it's not on the table slash deck box as it is currently. So that way it's a bit safer for Mr. Swiftly to just sit here and not have to worry about knocking things off of a shoulder or elbow. But yeah, I think we can like make a decent like overhead stuff and like extra bits for probably like less than 50 quid to be fair. So I've got all the same babies. You've got 4 of them, one different. These haven't been super shuffled, but your deck might be okay with not a super shuffle because it's obviously like just 4s and 3s. So Rookie Rush, Power Down 4s might be an okay way to go. And then mine's obviously more of a standardized deck. So, you know, pieces are real. I always say that I don't know if these are KM oversleeves. I think these are the other brand of oversleeves. And they're generally pretty good. But I've noticed in a couple of the ones recently. Dog just found you.
Don't know.
Well, wife has just died of asphyxiation, so. Whew, yeah, there you go. Whew, that's stinky dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. People always say you can't fight if you're asleep. That dog's snoozing her head off, and she's literally just.
I don't think she's asleep.
Oh, she's not listening to us.
Oh. Do you have a memory thingy? Or do you want me to pass you one of these two?
I've got these here. You can do those if you want. There you go.
Get a rat.
Right. Oh, no, they're all because it just flipped.
They don't roll very well, do they?
I got 6 anyway. Okay. So, all right. Go first. God damn it, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9.
Maybe. I think I can.
I had a 5, a 6, an option card that I can't use, and then 2 option cards that I may have been able to help me, but I'd have been a turn behind. So, right now I'm going to roll into like 5 6s and be like, damn it.
Yeah, probably.
I do sometimes think you should give your opponent back the cards that you're out shuffling, and then hopefully you get like a better one. Because the amount of times that I've done a quick shuffle, give them to my opponent, and get the exact same hand back is like kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because your opponents generally will cut your cards the exact same way that they do every single time.
But the chances are, though, of that random number is like going to be like 25%, I suppose. Because if you have like a playset of everything, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it depends on numbers and whatnot.
Right, so let's look over a baby. And I'm going to spend. Oh, this is awkward. What do I do? I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to spend 3. Throw down an Elisa. Real top 3. And I can take a Reptile or Dragonkin and 1 Liberator.
Cool.
I'm going to go. Liberator, Reptile.
Okay.
I could have gone either way, to be fair, because they're all reptiles. So do I want the Gilmore? I was like, don't need them too much.
Right. Draw. Hatch. The cat hair on my mat.
It's alright, I just had to pull off some pixie hair. I was going for that earlier.
Digivolve and draw.
And then while Mr. Swiftly does her thing. Oh, you got the Jammy Boys. That's probably like one of the better ones to get first turn. As long as that's not it's not the
Demi.
That's good.
Well, I don't know what the other egg is, so
Buka. Because you don't want double jamming, doesn't do anything.
need to move that, don't I?
Yes.
Beep.
You guys can't smell this, but goddamn, it's like
Rancid something.
yeah, it's just like someone burned
2,
life.
3. So I can add 1 Imperial Dramon. There is not one. Yeah, or 3. So that would be the
These
Flame or the V. Which one do I want? I shall take the.
Because you need to double search, got the searcher, I suppose.
I think I'll take the Flamey boy.
Okay.
One day they'll make an option card that says free, right?
There is one.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Fair enough then. Then I shall do something. Let me think.
Yeah, you're in now over the memory boost. So you run the new option card over the memory boost because it's a free cost, but you find a free and you find a Davis and you just trash whatever's left.
Ah, okay, fair enough. I shall. I'll do it that way. Pay 4 to play a Davis.
Okay, very cool.
Over to you.
On play effect or?
No, he's
Just
main and start of main phase.
Draw. I will digivolve for a cost of 1 in the back. I will draw for digivolving. I will spend 2. I will play an offensive. I will go 1, 2. I'll take the Medusa. Yeah, I'll take the Medusa. And then I'll flip this back underneath. And then I will spend 2, digivolve up into Cyclone, or delete your Vmon, and I'll draw for digivolving. Delete your Vmon.
Okay.
Because on play when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon will be 4,000 DP or less.
Fair enough. Right, go. Draw. Promote. Start of main phase if your opponent has Digimon gain memory. Main by suspending this tamer and trashing the top stacked card of one of your armor forms trait Digimon draw one and gain memory. Okay, that's cool. I shall swing.
Jamming and security. Yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
And then I shall pay 2 to Digivolve into Lydramon. Draw for Digivolving. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. And then this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. It's fine because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because obviously you're already there. I shall
Pop.
Lydron
Okay.
to
Gain a memory. Draw a
gain a
card.
memory, draw a card. Cool.
You're suspended still. You're suspended still.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I suppose you are.
I said yes. I suppose that's true.
That's how the Asian Championship guy won. He's like, I'm not going to suspend it, and then I'm going to get a cheeky blocking. And then, I've won all of a sudden. It's like, yeah, okay, cheater.
Okay.
Got 5 judges staring at him, no one saw it. It's like, God damn it.
1, 2, 3. To go into Magnamon. For Digivolving. When Digivolving, unsuspend. And it gets 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's next turn for each card with armor form in its trash. With its traits in your trash. So there's 1 in there. So 7k.
9k.
And 9k plus 1 at the bottom is 10k.
So it's 10k plus the 2k from the Lydra, because Lydra's effect is lingering. Lydra.
No. Is it?
It's effect is lingering.
Until your opponent's turn end. Yeah.
V1 gets the
It stays on the stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, over to you.
And suspend. Draw.
I didn't draw it for Digivolve.
Draw. It's a game state thing. You can't not do it.
Yeah, so
out.
it's pretty hard.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to pop the offensive to Digivolve for a cost of 1 into a liner 1. Draw for Digivolving. I'm going to swing into security with progress. So option cards can't trigger.
Okay.
Swing into security.
1 hit.
1 hit at 9k.
I think you're okay.
And when your opponent's security stack is removed from gain a memory. And then when your opponent's security stack is removed from one of your Digimon, may Digivolve into a Digimon card with a Reptile or Dragonkin trait from hand for a reduced cost of 1. So this continues. So for a cost of 3, go to 1 on your side. I continue swinging. And then Medusa's effect is when Digivolving end of attack, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. So I'm going to pop this one because it's the lowest DP.
Can I ammo purge?
You can ammo purge.
Awesome. I shall purge.
There you go. All turns will return when any of your opponent's Digimon are deleted or their security stack is removed from play 1 petrification token. As I'm swinging through, I still have progress and I have 1 extra to swing.
So 2 checks.
There's 2 checks, yeah. No, just 1 check.
Oh. There we go.
There you go. And then create a token, which aren't here yet, everyone. So there you go. We've got a 3k token that can't suspend. And then when
Is
it
that
dies,
the petrified thing?
that's the petrified thing, yeah. And then over to you.
The Like, everyone likes what you've made.
Your opponent's security is moved from one. You may play a reptile card. Oh, okay. For 5,000 DP or less.
Do you have one?
I do. But which one do I want to play is the question. I will play out Tyrannomon. It doesn't do anything. It's just
Fair enough. Right. Unsuspend. Draw. I'm going to move that over here just so he's out of the way. Hatch an egg. Then I shall.
And then you're back to being just a regular 2K punchy boy with his extra 1,000. Is it when it's 2 colours or is it any?
When this Digimon has 2 or more colours, he gets 1,000 DP.
Just back to being 2K then.
Yeah.
I'm trying over here my punchy punches.
Excuse me.
Is someone saying I'm bullying you yet?
Nope.
Good.
Digivolve and draw.
I think I find really funny about this is it's kind of meant to be countering like security. So if you got people like doing blocker, barrier, or they're doing like removing things shenanigans with like yellow, like armor stuff, it's like okay, play another thing, kill that thing. Oh, you moved it. Oh wait, no, he's not a reptile. He's a dinosaur.
Which should be a reptile, right?
Yeah, there you go.
No, I won't do that yet. I shall swing.
Okay. Yep.
And then I shall.
Does progress specifically say options or just security effects? Or is your opponent's effects? This does include security as well. It's only that Digimon, so
Okay.
it's a board one.
Should pay 2. Digivolve into Flame Dramon. Draw for Digivolve.
Did you gain the memory for having a Digimon method?
No.
We go to 0. Mandatory effects are mandatory.
Yes, sorry. Your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon's attack target is switched, your opponent adds the top card of their security stack to the hand. Okay, so I'll leave that alone for now.
Oh, you can't attack me. So.
I know, that's why I said leave it alone for now.
It's not the same.
Maybe, my love.
Drunken power over here, everyone.
If you say so.
Listen to her. Oh yeah, I won't do that this time.
Well, I won't.
But next time.
Might do it next time. Where are you? I saw you a second ago. There you are. Pay 3. Play a V.
Okay.
Reveal 3. 1, 2, 3.
Here's Davis.
There is a Davis. So I take the Davis, and then I'll take 3, and then the Digivolution thingy goes to the bottom.
Yar.
Oop. And apparently my deck is going to go no.
Maybe so.
Over to you.
Right, let's suspend. Oh yeah. Draw. Take over a Boobala. Do I have it in the back there? Not currently. I'll spend 2. Play out a offensive. 1, 2. I'll put the scramble away. I will grab the Elisa or the Digivolve in the back. Draw 1. Didn't help. I will swing. On the swing, I will delete your lowest level thing, which is this one. Just checking his lowest level, right? You may delete one of your opponent's lowest level DP Digimon, and all turns return when any of your opponent's Digimon are deleted or their security attack is removed from play 1 token. That's 2 tokens now. There you go. And then security, 2 hits don't affect this Digimon.
Yep. 1, 2.
Okay, awesome. So that's yours still because it's not affecting me either way. I gain a memory, and then one of my Digimon can Digivolve into something else. I will, for the sake of it, go into Dimitrimon for 1. Draw. And then I can play something out with Reptile. So I will play out a Cyclone to pop that security. Sorry, pop that token, which then pops the security.
That goes there, and then this goes over here. Yes?
Yes.
Say pop a security, so it's not.
And then I will swing again.
Good job.
There you go. Whew. I can't wait till there's a Magna level 4 with Ace on it. Text and be like, no, poop yourself. Go.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It'll happen. It's
Yeah,
just like,
of course it will.
It makes sense. Like, well, we don't have a level 5, but if we just have a Magna with Ace on it, they can go over an Armour form or a Vmon, right? It's like, yes.
Yeah, I can see.
How about you poop yourself?
I
How about
can
no?
definitely see it happening.
How about we stop shuffling the babies back into your deck, Mr. Gear? No. What was in here? Anything good? Nope. Nope. Not really. Wasn't scary, which is obviously
great if obviously I'd swung more, but
you swung as much as you could. I don't think you didn't swing. I think the only time you didn't swing was when you couldn't swing.
maybe.
Right. Get in there, get in there. So deck doesn't feel terrible, but yeah, every single gameplay I've seen of this is always a case of like, oh, I wish I had more Raging Serpentines in the deck so I could just destroy everything. And I understand the mentality of that, especially against certain decks where you have to just keep them on their back foot. But at the same time, I think it's very hard to just want to continue to do that. That's the other issue. Obviously, once the plan with this deck is just hit security twice. They're at 3. If they can't recover security, you're kind of in the position of Raging Serpentines active at 4. And then you just go, no, destroy things, no, destroy things, no, destroy things.
This isn't the same deck that you were practicing the other week, was it?
Which one?
The one you got.
No, that's
because I know it had Medusa in it.
No, I need to put the one behind me into that deck, and I need to get one more. But they're coming down to like £3 now, so
that's not terrible. I suppose.
I only paid 5 from Tamas for these. It's not like I overpaid for them, like crazily. There's been times where Tamas is like, yeah, it's like £15 for the super rares. Like, I'm really good, thanks very much. Love you though, like a brother, but I'm not paying £15 for super rares.
You don't have no brother. How would you know what it's like to feel to love a brother?
That's my point. I love you like a brother. You don't have one, exactly.
I have brothers and
don't love them.
Yeah.
Catherine has a troubled past.
I don't know.
Catherine has a troubled past. There you go.
My youngest brother is probably the only one that I probably care about.
I mean, he's like 12.
Yeah.
Catherine's family has a weird history.
Everyone has weird histories, technically, I suppose. It just depends on how much you want to share with people.
Yeah.
That's done, by the way.
I think if we ever do become really, really big and we can afford to be really, really big, I'm getting an aircon for this kitchen.
Okay. Well,
I'm sweating to death.
To be fair, aircon is something that I'd probably want for the house anyway.
Yeah, it's just the kitchen.
I shall go second, please.
Okay. God, that's a weird hand. I don't hate it, but it's a weird hand.
Well, mine's playable, so.
No, I think I'll skip it because the one rookie I have in it is going to be the one that's going to beat me.
So you know our good baker friend lady gave me that drink today, and that's what.
They're going to know who she is. They're going to track her down.
No, but it's still. You don't name names, do you? Where possible. I definitely
Cake lady, yeah.
I definitely understand where she's coming from. Where she says it's what it tastes of sweeteners, because it's literally a lingering taste of sweetener after you've had it.
There you go. I think you look at the thing, it's like, no, it's just sugar.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Just pure sugar.
It's not terrible, it's just different.
Refreshing bar cola, not sponsored.
They are.
Just so I was wondering, like, why are you drinking bar cola? One, it's the only cola drink I like that isn't a brand name or like a big brand name. And two, it's not actually that bad. It's essentially like the UK version of like an actual cola, and it's pretty good. But
It's pretty cheap too.
It's also pretty cheap. That's not the main reason. How bad was this? It's not worse. Which helps.
But is it better?
No. It's about the same, but it's a little less like lingering on the
janky.
Yeah. So did your all for 0. Draw. God, that was not worse, but wasn't any better. Spend 2. Oh, offensive. You know what? That actually was pretty good.
Not complaining no more.
Take the lemur. Well, I've got a playable hand now, so there you go. That's all it is. It's like you just need to get a couple of cards deeper and be like, all right, I'm okay now. I'm in the game.
Yeah.
I'm in the zone.
I shall draw.
Should draw.
And then hatch.
Ooh.
And then I shall digivolve.
Very good.
Draw for digivolving.
So digivolving for free over
There may be one, or a level 2 with hero trait, which I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure
some of the babies have hero now.
Okay.
Because it's BT21 has like the protagonist deck, which I'm sure works to some degree, but it looks really weird. But by the looks of it, it's because all the rookies just warp into the level 6s. If your opponent just has a big monster.
And then I shall pay free.
Pay free.
Play a V.
Oh,
Reveal free. 1, 2, 3.
Well, you can take 2 of those things.
Yeah,
I don't think the option card has 3 in its traits.
No, it doesn't.
It looks for free.
For Davis and free for the free. The option card.
So you can look at that one if you've not looked at it before. That's the free card up. That's the free option card that lets you look for a free and the Davis, and when an armor form pops, you can just replace it basically.
Cool.
It's really good. Excuse me. It's definitely like a turn 1 card.
And then that's over to you.
Draw for turn. Gosh darn. I'll try and keep it cheap, I suppose. I'm going to move out, spend 2, digivolve into Cyclone, draw for digivolving, and then Cyclone effect. Because it digivolved, delete a 4,000 or less DP Digimon. So the VMon goes pop.
Neat.
There you go.
Draw.
Draw.
Promote.
So yeah, Cinnabali, I know you don't watch this, and no one's going to tag you in this or whatever, but if you could make that Medusa map like right this minute, that would be
amazing.
That'd be a win for everyone if you'd be so kind, because you made such a great Dino map, and you made such a great Ryugamon.
Is
it Ryuga?
Ryuda.
Is it Ryodumon?
It's R-Y-U.
It's Ryu for dragon, and then is it Do or Do?
I think it's
Ryodumon.
I don't know. Wherever that is in this house.
Well, this was over there, so I'm presuming it might be over on the table.
Okay.
You made this like literally a full year ago, and then this came out afterwards straight away. Okay. Which is really funny because obviously we saw this image, and then we got this map months before anyone even had Dynamon. It's crazy. So yeah, if you could make a Medusa, it'd be great. If you could do, I don't really care for Zenith, but if you want to make a Zenith one, that's fine too, I suppose. You know what? They're really cool. And this is literally going to be me just saying this now. If you could have, because we haven't got any here, little tamer memory markers. So you have like Owen or like Zenith, and they're the ones moving up and down, like controlling the memory.
That'd be different.
You'd be different.
Right, I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to digivolve into Flame Dramon.
No!
I shall draw for.
What is the effect of Flame Dramon when it digivolves them?
When digivolving, this Digimon gets 2,000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. Your turn once per turn. When this Digimon's attack target change, this Digimon on suspense.
So basically, if you block it and it's bigger than you and it just kills the blocker, it just unspins against the fight again. Which is pretty good. Jokes on you, I have no blocker.
It's fun. I'm not too fussed by it.
I ain't dying for free. Maybe, I don't know yet. Give it time.
Ooh, I might do that. Maybe.
So something we've never discussed, or I don't think we've ever really discussed. When you flick up a security card, if it's an option card, the effect has to activate.
Okay.
If it's a battle, any effect that would include when an opponent's security is removed from, that triggers before the battle triggers. So that's why this deck's really interesting, because it's, I'm going to fight you in your security. If I see there's a battle coming, I can then digivolve into something bigger to go, no thank you.
Maybe. Right, I am going to
Tell me about it.
swing for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11k.
Damn. You are taking Owen to the face.
Nice.
It's the Owen man.
Does he have any?
No,
I'm assuming he is a man, right?
Yeah, he's a bro.
Fair enough.
As far as aware, I believe he's always given the he pronoun, so.
Fair enough. And then I shall pay free to play Davis.
Oh.
On play,
You got a V1 to throw down?
Yes, I do. That's why.
Got a search you want to throw down?
Stop reading into my hands.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone has that. This works, really.
2.
Ooh.
And 3.
Oh. I'm glad they're not in security. Makes my day easier.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because you can't digivolve me because that affects during the battle. But then you can like remove sources from me. Because that's after the battle. So I was worried. Who is coming to beat my ass? Make that rockin' world go round. Like a big booty.
And over to you.
Over to me. Awesome. All right. Draw a card. Brooding. And then main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. So you got a 4. Move this over a little bit so there's a bit more space. I'm going to pop this to then Digivolve for a cost of 1 into a Lamia. Draw. I will then... Maybe, my love, maybe. There's 2 ways. I think I'll try and do it the long way. Spend 2 again. Play out another offensive. 1, 2. The irony, right? I will take the ON. I'll flick Dimitriumon underneath. I was saying earlier when I was setting things up and showing from the deck, I was like, I can't wait to see like what wave 2 of these are. Generally speaking, I presume that Elisa will be just the, if you digivolve into a reptile, it will be 1 less cost. Which is very similar to like what all the other rookies do as a like secondary one. I will digivolve. I will draw for digivolving. There we go. There's some fun times. All right, I will, because you can't block me, you don't have an ace in that deck, because they don't have any in that deck. Swing Llama into security.
Okay.
Screed check. It's a body. I am... Sorry. So flicked over. I gain... when one of your opponent's security stacks is moved from one of your Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with the reptile or dragonkin trait from hand for reduced cost of 1. So I will then digivolve up into Medusa. Medusa, when digivolving effect, is I can delete one of your Digimon. There you go, cost 4. So it's free. So I will delete your V.
Doesn't it reduce the cost? You were 1 here, so it would be 32.
My bad. There you go. So to 2. Delete the V-Mon because I'm digivolving.
So this goes here, and this is also here now because
yeah. Now we do the fight. So you are. Well, I am sorry.
7K and you're 12.
I'm 14K.
So I believe he's 5. Pretty hard.
5-7, right? 7K.
Yeah, he's 7.
That's fine. Yeah, so I'll survive. And then there's a second hit coming because it has security attack +1 because that's when you check security is after every battle.
Okay. So
check for 1 more. We progress. And then once the security is removed from, I then will give you a token.
You want to change the
yeah, I think I have to like change this anyway because these have been played with like nearly a year at this point. And I can throw down a.
So you give me a token, yeah?
Give a token, and then I will throw down this, which then can delete the token to remove another security.
Oh no! Oh no!
That just pops it instead. There you go, straight away, and it's over to you.
Okay.
Hold on.
You sure?
Maybe.
You're not sure anymore.
I don't think Owen is a mean face, and I don't think he makes things attack that can't attack. So, end of the stuff.
You sure?
Yes, I believe it is. It doesn't say here, make it attack for free.
Okay, fair enough.
Unlike a certain Mr. Omnimon that says, hey, have rush. Then punch it for free.
It's draw, hatch.
Maybe. So if anyone watches this thing, I'm mean to a wife. I am.
You're always mean to me, but that's fine.
It's because it's what the deck does. We can swap over afterwards. So I want to try that one.
Okay.
I like Armour.
Yeah, Armour is a fun deck. Well, it can be fun anyhow.
Yeah, if you can throw yourself. I think Armour likes to go first, though. Because I think it wants to have like a little bit of setup. Yeah, it needs to set up something. Either like the new Davis or an old Davis, or like get yourself into a position where you're going to get that extra swing in.
Maybe. Right.
It's an aggro deck.
Start main phase. If I have a Digimon with a free trait, gain a memory. I do, so I get a free. And then I shall.
Excuse me. I do apologise for burping into the microphone. It was that bar cola.
Oh dear. It's funny. I shall do.
Yes, so that's one of the reasons I don't oversleeve the doormats from Dragon Shield is because generally you don't get a better finish with it. And if anything, you're just doormatting a doormat.
I'll swing.
For
6, 7, 8, 9. Yes.
And to security, it is a red scramble. Right.
Nice. And then.
I'm just going to check. I can actually see everything's on the board. I don't want to be like, oh, you can't see half this thing. Thank you for enjoying half games. Ow, I thought.
I can see most of everything.
Well, I can't because I can't see from the. It's fine.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. See, that's like, as much as this is a joke, like the actual place that we play on here is actually like perfectly sized for us.
Maybe.
That's why I say when we do the over thing, I'm going to have to try and figure out how to do it properly.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to be like, oh, such a pet. Excuse me? Is that a biscuit crumb?
It's still there.
I can see, yeah. Who's eating biscuits?
I don't know. Not me.
There's no fire rockets in the hand.
Oh.
Well, that makes you security attack +1.
Okay, this not. I don't think. I shall. I don't know what to do actually. I shall pay 3
Pay 3.
to play a V.
Okay.
No, nearly.
No, don't
Naughty.
don't draw. He's not a searcher. Can't draw 3 for the field. Only pick 1. Are you able to digivolve into it to give yourself a blocker, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, I'll do that. Paying. Actually, I could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to pay 2
Pay 2.
to play a blue scramble.
Okay.
One of my blue Digimon may digivolve into a blue Digimon in the Digimon card in the hand with the battered Digivolution cost. Why?
Reduced by.
Reduced by 3. Then place his card in the battle area. So I shall go to the magna.
Oh, no.
Draw for Digivolving.
Not when digivolving effect.
When Digivolving, trash the top Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon for each of that Digimon's colours.
No, my Lamamon.
Then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the hand.
No, my not Lamamon. It's a little bit annoying, but it wasn't like the worst thing to happen to me today.
Maybe. Right.
I mean, maybe.
Well, maybe.
All right, so my turn.
I believe so.
And spend. Draw. Breeding phase, I'm going to move out. Main phase effect. Start main phase if your opponent has a Digimon gain a memory.
Thank you.
Then I will pop defensive training. Digivolve up into Dimitrimon. Draw for Digivolving. And then because I have 1 or less. Sorry, I've got 2. If there's 2 or more tamers in the field, I can't do this because I only have 1 tamer, especially with 1 tamer with Owen in his name. I may play a second one.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, one way to skin a Millhouse. I don't know what's going on anymore. So that's that.
You can't skin a Millhouse.
Can if you want to try really, really hard.
It's a fictional character.
No.
Although I suppose there's probably someone out there with that name too.
Well, Millhouse is, I think, like a old pianist or something. Like same as like Beethoven and.
No idea. Maybe.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I didn't.
I will. No, do I want to do that? Maybe. No. Not quite that way. All right, I'm going to swing it with Medusa. Medusa effect is end of attack, so obviously I've got to survive. So check 2 with progress at 14k.
I'm going to block you.
That's fine.
And then die, so armor purge. And then this is suspended because of armor purged, right?
Yeah. And then end of attack, I'll pop the lowest thing on the field.
Oh, no.
And then when someone on the field dies, you get a token back. And then I will for the biscuit. I will swing into security. Checking 1 at 6k.
Fire rocket. Awesome. One of your Digimon with 2 or more colours. So, no, security is delete one of your opponent's Digimon with blocker. You don't have blockers. So.
No blockers here. So I can Digivolve one of my Digimon for reduced cost of 1. It's one trigger at a time. I unfortunately don't have access to that. But what I do have access to is an Owen Dreadnought that says, hey, when a security is removed from, you may delete something that's 4,000 DP or less on the field. The token.
Okay.
And I can pop another security.
Okay.
There you go. There's no way to be Digivolving again, but still, nonetheless, we're here.
Fair enough.
How much trash do you have? Do you tell me you've got at least 17?
No, I don't have 17.
I have 17 trash.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, I do have a way of winning the game.
Oh?
So I'm going to spend 6.
Okay. Bloop.
I'm going to... Digivolve for this. And then
Draw for Digivolve.
Draw for Digivolving. And then one of my Digimon may attack... one of my Digimon gives Rush, and then one of my Digimon may attack without suspending, so I'm going to swing with the Omnimon into the open security.
Awesome.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
We didn't actually pull these. These are bought.
Yeah, I bought these from Rich Life, Tamas, if you know them down from London. You generally see them around Dark Spheres, Brotherhood. Apparently there's like 4 or 5 locals down in London. I only know like those 2 because they generally have like the tournaments. They bought I think like 4 cases. I just asked them, hey, can I have like a plate? I always ask for a playset of commons, uncommons, and rares. I get them for a fairly good price. I don't think they're, cheaper than if I was to shop around, but they are, a respectable price. I'm not going to say the price of it because I want to keep buying these in the future. I don't want the price to go. And then I generally will ask like, hey, I'm after certain SRs. Can you grab them for me? So this time around, I asked for the Medusas. I asked for the Davises. I got a playset of Davises. I asked for the Galmons in here, the promos. I asked for 2 Takatos, and then I kind of realized I was going to I'll build Megidramon today. We'll do Megidramon, the self-exploding Digimon, and then realized I have the new Gigis, so I can't do that yet. So you need to get the Gigis in, and then now it's basically re-releases tomorrow. All the cheap cards are going to be this weekend, so I'm going to grab all the rest of the SRs that I need. So all the decks. But I think a lot of people are looking at Armour being really good. Medusa seems very good in the vacuum, but it's obviously only a deck that's really good if it doesn't get removed upon. So a deck that doesn't really run removal like Armour Rush, because it's generally a deck that just wants to punch really hard and really quickly, isn't really going to affect Medusa too hard. But things like, okay, that was actually quite a scary one. When's the last time? But a deck like Raw Knights, where it goes play something that kills something, play something that kills something, play something that kills something, it's going to be a very hard deck for it to deal with. I know it has like a medium, like okay-ish matchup into each other. So,
Mel Van Altena says, "Love the new Boom Boom Meggy." That's the same person who said about opening stuff.
Love the new Boom Boom. There's a deck profile on the channel because I've always been like the Mildramon guy, and
everyone wants to see your Mildramon.
Everyone wants to see what
hot
Mildramon
takes, right?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's not really Mildramon anymore. He does mill a little bit, but the deck is basically like mill a little bit, explode a lot, mill a little bit more, explode some more. Have a ridiculous. Everything has an extra 5,000 BP explosion effect if you get the promo underneath a Guilmon. And fun fact for those who don't know, if that promo goes underneath a Guilmon, it never left the field, so it doesn't activate the overflow cost. So yeah, people forget that, and it's like, oh, I did this. No, you don't. He didn't leave the field. Body just basically reverted back down to a rookie. It's kind of funny that we don't have that for a Gallantmon. Or any of the others, really. I think everything's in there. But yeah, if you see the start of this stream, it will go probably live properly tomorrow, because YouTube takes like a day to render fully, especially because I have it in like 4K. You can see the deck profiles for these decks.
Do you want to try this?
Go on, I'll give it a try. It's green melon, right?
Yeah.
Very green melon. Not terrible, but like, yeah, there's definitely an overtaste there. Chewed straw. I wonder which small child did that.
Could
be either of them, to be fair.
I was going to say it's definitely one or both, because they keep stealing that bottle.
Yeah, especially this morning. He came back. He's like, "Oh, this bottle's the same size as me. I'm going to drink from it. I'll drink all of it." and then pee a lot. After saying I don't need to pee.
At the end of the day, it's a litre of water, or well, a litre of.
It's only 3 foot tall.
A litre of diluted squash.
As big as his torso.
But it's good for him.
I wonder why my son doesn't eat any food, then realise he just drinks like his whole belly worth of liquid like when he comes home from school. It's like, oh, I'm so full. I've had nothing to eat all day. Just a whole belly full of squash.
Leave him be. It's not his fault. Well,
he's too young to understand that it's his fault.
Yes.
All right, since it's a new round, I'm going to roll me dice. 5. I'm happy with that. The only thing, as much as I love the metal dice, and the metal dice are really cool, these are from Usagi, because someone generally asks me whenever they see me roll them. They are from Usagi, they're really good. I think these ones are still available, so if you want to get your own Gallant ones, they are available on there. Not sponsored. No one sponsors us here. It's generally because we like the stuff that we use it. I mean, this is from the adventure box that came out last year for, I think, BT21. And if I can get hold of it for a reasonable price, I'll probably grab the D2 that comes with the eggs, because they're just essentially the same.
What did you roll?
5.
I got 4.
Haha. Let's go first then.
Potentially, maybe. Such a weird way of shuffling.
I didn't know what I was doing, to be fair. I thought, like, is this my deck? So I just played it. I was like, oh my god, I can't remember what I'm doing anymore.
Fair enough.
Why do I feel this is backwards?
I probably. It might be 1, 2, 3,
It is
4, 5.
That's a fairly good opening hand. I'm going to keep that.
No, I wouldn't know, so we'll see.
It's got a rookie in. It's got a level 4 in. Everything is coming up Millhouse.
I think I can work it. We'll see.
1, 2, 3.
Don't know unless you try.
5. There you go. No.
One of Vincent's favourite sayings, I think.
Don't unless you try, and then falls down the stairs. That's my son.
Very learnt phase for him.
Yeah. Crazy child.
Right. Your move.
My move. All right, I'm going to flick over a Boobala. Hey, it's a good Boobala. Digivolve for its black box trait. For 0. So draw. Ooh. Well, you've got a hand of options. You're like, ooh, what do I want to do? Because there's like 3 things I can do here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to do this one for 4.
Oh.
Play it at Davis.
Okay.
Because now I'm in a situation where I can kind of like feel what you're going to do.
Fair enough. I shall draw.
There is the all types coming for this. Don't worry, people.
Hatch.
You've seen my deck. It's all blinged out. Besides this one. That's because trying to get hold of them currently is ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe.
I think they're like £3 each, which isn't terrible, but it's the fact like you got to try and get them from everywhere else. No one's ever got more than one. So it's like £5 per read with postage, and then you got to wait like 4 months for them because they're coming from everywhere.
Pay 3 to play an Elizamon.
Ooh.
Reveal 3. 1.
Oh.
2.
No.
3. You shuffled this deck, husband.
And you did.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, one of those Liberator, one of those is a...
I should take this as a Liberator, and I take this as the Dragonkin.
Or Reptile.
Or Reptile.
Because I think it's a Reptile.
No, it's Dragonkin.
It's Dragonkin.
Dragonkin and Liberator.
The funny thing is, because it's both of those traits, you can take both of the Llama ones if you want to. If you already have like the Owen in hand.
Cool. Didn't know that, but that's cool.
Yeah, it's why the Liberator decks are really good for searching, because they can take any part of their deck. Because I'm pretty sure Raging Serpentine's a Liberator card, so you can take the option card as well.
Cool. And then I shall...
You shall.
Pay 2.
Pay 2.
To Digivolve into Dimitri.
Oh no, it's going well
Draw for Digivolving, and then upon Digivolving, because I do not have a Tamer at all, I can play an Owen from my hand without paying a cost. And it's over to you.
It's me. Very good. I will draw a
He's
card.
kind of pretty, isn't he?
What, Owen?
No, Dimitri, I'm wrong.
It's a she.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's still a pretty Digimon.
Okay, just it's different than what you were saying a second ago. I will move out. Start of main phase. If my opponent has a Digimon.
Don't have gender.
They don't, but they still have characteristics.
Yes, I suppose
So I get a memory because you've got a Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
And then when this Digimon digivolve into a Digimon card with the Armour form or hero trait, it reduces its cost by 1. So I'm going to digivolve into Lyja for the cost of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Draw for digivolving, and then I can suspend your opponent's Digimon, and I get an extra 2,000 DP.
Okay, so this goes suspendy by.
It does. And then I have 8, 10, 11. I'm going to swing with piercing through your poor Dino.
How could you?
So it goes pop, and then I hit for 11 gains security at 1 check.
No.
Well, that goes pop.
It says no.
We tried. We did a goddamn and try again.
At least you got enough memory to go up again, I suppose.
Yeah.
Can't attack again, I suppose.
Yeah, not too sure what I'll do. That's the question.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose I'll do a 1, because it's not once per turn, that's the best thing. So I'll do this again for 1.
Mm-hmm.
I will digivolve into this, draw, main phase still, pop this, gain a memory, draw a card.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how we do things apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to spend 2.
Spending 3 by going from 1.
Sorry, spend 3 to go to 2, and then I'm going to play out a promo Vmon.
Okay. You're going to move that Davis down because he is not a Digimon.
He's ready to fight.
He is definitely not.
These Vmon's got hands, look at it.
Maybe. Right, I shall draw.
Maybe.
Do.
I'll be honest with you, I thought it was the searcher for a second. I was like, yeah. And I was like, you know what, 2 players in the field ain't going to kill me too much.
No, it helps occasionally.
I'm in a good position. There's no back row for yours, so. But you do gain a memory, I think, because that's the one that says gain a memory for
Start a main phase. I'm just not
Right, you've
sure.
drawn, yeah?
I have drawn.
Okay, so you're in breeding phase.
I am. I don't think I want to.
You can't move out, so you're
don't want to breed.
No, so you're in breeding phase. And now, so breeding phase literally, do you hatch an egg or do you move out? You can't. So you can't hatch. You can't move. So you're
start main phase. I'm going to free. Then I'm going to pay free to play an Agumon on player reveal free. Lots of frees in this.
Hey, you saved himself, by the way.
2. Oh, get back here. Free.
Hey, it's not bad actually.
So I shall take. Which one do I want to take?
Well, if you're looking for a rookie, I'd say grab one of the rookies, but grab one of the rookies that isn't going to end the turn for you. You can only pick 2 of the rookies, so that should narrow it down to 1.
I think I'll take an Eliza Mon again.
That's a good choice.
Pretty.
Because now you can do either a search or now you can just digivolve in the back.
Bloop-de-boop. I shall digivolve here.
Okay, good choice.
Draw for digivolving. Maybe. Do I have something you can do something? Yes. Oh, yes, I'll do that. So, I'm going to pay 2
Okay.
to play a red scramble.
Okay.
One of my Digimon may digivolve into a red Digimon card in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3. Then place this card in the battle area. So I shall digivolve into Cyclonemon.
Very good.
Draw for digivolving. When digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a 4,000 DP or less. So I shall delete your one with the inherited effect, please.
Okay. They're both inherited effects, but
yes, but there's nothing on top of it currently to give it an inherited effect.
Fun fact is, because that was a blue-red card, it actually already activates the effect of the all turn, so it's
nice.
2,000. Yeah, he's a cheeky son.
Now it's your turn.
Right, spend, draw, breeding phase, main phase, gain a memory, gain another memory because I got a free trade, go to 4. Yeah! And that's how we break this game.
Maybe.
My bigger. It doesn't matter. I'm going to spend 1 digivolve up into flame.
If Agumon hadn't been played that turn, I could have activated Owen, right? What he does, because he suspends and then gives it the Digimon piercing and then it can attack.
But only if he hasn't got, Delta Instinct.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it hadn't just been played.
Yes, then the next turn, if you haven't swung with it, you can do it in the turn.
That's fine. I was just double checking. It's not basically a cheat rush.
Yeah, I'm going to
swing
and do the raid effect to pop top security, and I'm going to crash into you for 5k. They're both 5k, so they both go boom. It's your turn, right? Not all turns? Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah, so we both do 5, so we go pop. There you go. And then you pop the security. Oh, that security goes to hand.
other one underneath this goes to my hand.
Yeah, it's not that one. The one underneath that one. That one.
Red scramble.
Yeah, goes to hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 3. I'm going to play out another Davis. Play out a Vemon. Move it over for a second. Search 1, 2, 3. Well, I can get one of each. So I'm going to take the V and the Davis.
Nice.
I'm going to put the rockets back. And then I need to be a little bit more careful because of what's going on in the back there. So I'm going to spend... Don't do anything to put it back. I'll put this in the back first. Digivolve draw. Interesting, but not necessarily enough. I'm going to spend 3. Then digivolve into Magna. Magna effect tokens to spend. Draw for digivolving, and then over to you.
So the
interesting thing about this V1 is its inheritance effect is it once per turn. So if you keep armor popping, you can just keep continuously suspending and resuspending and drawing cards.
Okay, cool.
But this one's the problem, not the problem apparently, it's the other stuff.
Okay. Draw for the turn.
It's that damn stigma.
Move out Eliza. Then I shall start a main phase. If you
I will say this to anyone out there now. I hope eventually we get a proper VMon that is specifically for armor forms. I know there's the other ones that aren't that great, but we get this one that says armor forms and a Davis. So where you can actually search the other stuff. And then the inherited effect is just something else. Like anything at all. If it has blocker or something, you give it DP on your opponent's turn. Just because obviously the DNA doesn't do anything in most of these decks because you don't get the DNA. There's no point to DNA with it. Now over to you. Do you think?
So start a main phase, gain a memory, go to 4. Then I shall pay 2 to digivolve into Cyclone. Draw for digivolving.
The only thing you can pop is the V, so I remove the V for you.
That's fine.
You did your best, V. You did me a search. You're a real bro.
Just reading cards.
Well, you should read your cards so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
You trying to bring something back, are you? With the other Agumon?
I might be considering it.
What's your game plan?
Don't know.
Nothing.
Don't know yet.
By the way, you could have put that Risk Scramble and played out a Digimon for free. Because if your opponent has a Digimon and you don't have anything, you can play a Digimon for free and then put a card back at the top of your deck.
But I had something.
You didn't. There's the Green Arrow.
But I moved it out.
Yeah, start of your
turn.
So that's the first thing you do. So you can either unsuspend or do that, or you can do that and then unsuspend, because those two actions don't change the game state.
Okay.
So it's before you draw, basically. So as long as you haven't drawn, you can activate that card.
My brain.
So I remember somewhere saying you had to do it at a certain point, and then it came out as like from the official judge thing. It's like as long as you do it before you draw a card, you can activate it basically.
Okay.
Because all start of main effects are like in their own bracket, so you can unsuspend everything, then activate, or you can activate and then unsuspend everything. But as long as you haven't drawn a card, that's the next phase. It's fine. But yeah, so you play out a body for free, and then you put a card back, so that way you know what you're going to draw into. It's pretty good if you don't know you need to get like a level 5 that you're stuck without or something.
Fair enough.
He says. Haku. Punch. You can do it, Haku. I believe in you. Whoever you are.
Will
rock you.
Pay 3.
Pay 3, okay.
Digivolve into Cyberdramon. Draw for digivolving. When digivolving, if your opponent's Digimon has 5 or fewer security cards. No, if your opponent has 5 or fewer, Digimon can't have security cards. So 5 or fewer security cards, they place 1 card from their hand as the bottom security card, then trash their top security card.
Okay, so I will place this one.
And then your turn once per turn when your opponent's security stack is removed from gain 1 memory. So go back to there. And also your turn once per turn when your opponent's security stack is removed from one of your Digimon, a Digivolve into a Digimon card with a Reptile or Dragonkin in the hand. with the digital edition cost reduced by 1. So, can I do that?
You can if you got one.
No, yes.
You sure?
Yes. So that would cost me 3.
You're going into the big girl, yeah?
No.
No, oh, the cheeky one. Right.
Draw for the Digivolve. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 13 or more. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. End of your turn, if you have a Tamer in play, this Digimon may Digivolve into one card with Galmon in its name.
So you do the promo now. So if you got the promo in hand, you can Digivolve the promo for free.
No, that's it.
Yeah, so that one. So basically the idea of this is you basically get the Popper security for free, go into that one, you make me attack next turn, you also get to attack at the end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's end of turn triggers, you get to choose if you want to use Owen's or that one's, and then obviously you make me attack kind of thing.
Okay.
But generally, like that version of the combo, you take in like a minimum of like 2 to 3 anyway. Especially with the Cyber Trick, because obviously you're making me like change my hand around with the deck.
I could do Owen's effect, can't I still? Because it's end of turn. So I shall suspend him to give this one piercing, and then it will attack you. So
how many checks? Just the one?
Just the one check, but I'm 12, 16, 17, 18.
I will block it because the piercing doesn't affect me, but I will Armor Purge. And I'll have a suspended VMO. And then that should be all your effects finished, I believe.
Yes.
And then it's back to me. All right, so start a turn. I'll suspend. Draw.
Owie.
It's not that bad.
No, my foot hurts.
And then breeding phase, move out. Start of main phase, you've got a Digimon gain a memory. I've got a free trait, so I gain 2 more memory, go 6.
Nice.
This is where I'm in trouble now. Spend 2, play out a mental. 1, 2. All right, I'm in less trouble now. All right. Go Digimon.
Didn't have any level 4s.
Didn't have any 4s. It's like, oh my god. How'd you mess this up? Well, you see. It's very easy. I will then spend 2 to Digivolve into the Magna effect. For every armor in the trash I get, gives me minus 2,000 DP. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it gives me minus 10,000. So you get minus 10,000.
That's fine. So I'm currently 2,000.
So you're currently 2,000. It'd be great if I had anything else on my hand. I will then spend 1, give that to this, so it's now got security attack plus 2. Then I'm going to swing this into security for 7k, and then because I'm attacking, I get to draw a card.
2 checks.
2 checks for 7k.
1.
Oh, pop. Still checking?
2.
No, it doesn't. We tried, team. We tried. And then I will, because I'm now in a lot of trouble, I will now spend 3. Yeah, I'll spend 3. 1, 2, 3. Take 1. Trash the rest, is it? Add 1 card with Davis in the hand and 1 card with 3 in its traits amongst them to hand. Trash the rest and place this card in the battle area. So, yeah, they go to here. Wait, hold on. If you go here. No, I know what's in my... there you go. Because I know what's my...
Armor's that way.
There. Yeah, right, that's that. Nothing else can trigger.
Judges don't like it when you do that normally, but...
They don't, but at the same time, they also respect it because it's a case of like, at least you know what you're doing. It's not a case of like messing the board state. It's just, I can just easily count things.
Yeah.
And then it's over to you.
Okie dokie. So, unsuspending. Draw for the...
My brain was like, do I crash into you? And I'm like, no, because there's not a chance I'm going to be able to get a Digimon back.
Egg. You okay?
Yeah,
Just reading cards.
Yeah, see, it was an attacking effect, just a Digimon effect, so I'm a little bit less like...
and draw.
Punch the microphone. Sorry, microphone.
Start a main phase because you can have a Digimon. I gain memory, so go 3.
Who needs a memory setup when you can always go to 3?
Yes, so there's that. Let's have a look, see and see what I can do. Leave that for now. Right, I am going to be silly, and I am going to attack you.
Okay. So, 1 screw check.
1 check at
Survives.
Gain a memory. And
Digivolve effect doesn't work
because I don't have anything I can digivolve into.
It's really weird because Chronicles kind of breaks that thing because it Chronicles like just digivolve any Chronicle Digimon, including ones in the broody area. But then every other effect is like it has to be on the field.
I should have thought it through. I could have played something and then obviously done that and then
you get the digivolving body,
digivolve the body then, but didn't think that bit through, so it's fine. I shall then do
a thing.
Maybe.
A thingy thing.
I'll do that. I'm going to pay 2, take me to 4 to play an offense training. Reveal top 2, 1 and a 2.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Add a red card among them to the hand. So which one do I want?
Do you need the top end or do you need the searcher? That's the question now.
I think I need the searcher, to be fair. And then you go to the bottom. My body is starting to pack in.
Well, this is game 1, so if you can make it to game 2 or 3, we should be fine.
Yeah, I hear you.
And that'd be bedtime, so. What time is it, my love? As you can see, a time, I believe.
It is 11:45.
Oh, very good.
I shall. I'll do that one. I'll pay 3 to play the Eliza. Top 3, 1.
Reptile.
2.
Owen.
And 3. So I shall take the.
I mean, you can take the level 4 to then digivolve it next turn to then send out the Owen, which I think is always a good plan, really. Because he got 2 Owens in. You got both Owens.
Yes, maybe. I'm going to take you as the reptile.
Oh, okay.
And then you as the liberator.
Oh, so you've already got another in hand, don't you?
And then that goes there.
Very good. All right, start of my turn. Nothing doesn't spend, so I'll draw a card. I will flip over a baby. Start of main phase. You've got a Digimon gain a memory. I've got a freeing trait, so I can gain a memory for each one. I will then digivolve with the back. Draw a card for digivolving. There is a way to do this. I don't know what it is, but there's a way to do this. How many hours do I have now? 2, 4, 6, that's 12. I can just do that, I suppose. So I will, excuse me, I will pop this, to digivolve this for a cost of 1. Then I will give that minus 12.
Okay, good bye-byes.
So it goes bye-byes. And I will draw for digivolving. I will then swing this into security for 8k at 1 check.
You survive.
I survive. I turn this Davis sideways to pop this to gain a memory and draw a card. And then you go, I screwed the pooch. You go, I screwed the pooch. It's the wrong one. Oh, and then, sorry, because I popped the Armour form, this one they may digivolve into another one. So I'm paying the cost. So I'll digivolve into Magna. Suspended. And then I will do the strip sources and then zoom to strip, and then I'll add that back to hand.
Listen.
Yeah, and I'll draw a card. That'd be better. I'm trying to keep you down from not going too crazy, I suppose. So I'll spend 4. Throw down a Davis. 1, 2, 3. I will take. I'll take this one. There we go. And then I will spend 3, giving you 3, and I will play out a new V, so I've got extra body on the field.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, start off my turn. If you have a Digimon, delay, return one red Digimon from my trash to top of the deck. So I shall return Cyberdramon.
Okay.
Just because I fancy it.
That's fine.
And then, as I have no Digimon in play, I can play one red Digimon card with 2000 DP or less from my trash without paying the cost. So I'll play the Eliza. This now goes here.
That's a different one, right? That's a different one, right?
What do you mean?
Because the one that was on the field a second ago was sent back to hand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was a different one, right? Yeah. Okay.
I know hand is private knowledge, but still.
Oh, it is, but obviously, if you've sent, I need to know you've actually not put it in the trash because otherwise it's a game state error.
Yeah.
I need search.
Yep. So then reveal 3, 1 and a 2 and a 3, and then I can take a reptile or dragonkin and
see, this is a weird game state now where you can actually probably get the Gilman up with a rush.
So I shall take reptile and liberator, and then you go to the bottom of the deck.
So just to let you know for now, excuse you, 2.
That wasn't me.
4, 6.
How dare you?
6, 8, 9. That was my if anyone's wondering on the side. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So between us, there's definitely more than 20 to activate the rush effect. Fun fact, because it has rush when it goes down into play, if it goes over from 0 to whatever on your side, it's a reptile, which means we can go swing.
Okay.
So just letting you know some cool tricks and stuff.
Okay. And then I'm going to...
By the way, I did that interaction earlier wrong. I should have done this Magna first, swung and got the last security down, then gone to the other Magna one to spend and swing again.
Okay.
I was just like, I need to get things off the field. And I was like, no, it's not.
Move the egg, which isn't an egg anymore.
What a good one. Egg.
Start a main phase. As you have a Digimon, gain a memory.
I'm a real boy.
Then I shall...
Have an itchy ear. I believe you.
Yes, I will play the Gilmon.
Okay.
For free.
Has rush.
It does have rush, so I shall rush you.
Okay. Check 1. 2K.
Oh no, poor thing. And then I shall...
Well, you can activate the effect then. You can activate the effect of the Gigimon.
Gigi? Underneath?
Yeah.
One of your
You don't have to, but you can.
Yeah.
Basically, lets you digivolve into a level 4 for a cost of 1. As long as the reptile's in its traits, I think. Or the dragonkin. So not Tranamon, basically.
Yeah, I can do it.
Here
I shall do
comes my hero.
So, reduce cost of 1, so it will cost me 1. Digivolve into Dimitramon. Draw for Digivolve. You stay there, please. Can't do the Digivolving effect.
You sure?
Yeah, I have an 100 more.
You can have 200 on the
It's
field.
just 1 or fewer tamers, so I could play a second one, I suppose.
It basically says, do you have 2 tamers?
Okay. Maybe.
If you have 1 or fewer, so if you have 0 or 1, you can still play another one.
Maybe then.
You're meant to be the one who can read English here.
We can both read English, it's just both choose not to, especially when it's bedtime.
Maybe.
So, yeah, I'll play the Owen then.
Something is non-play effect with Owen, it's just a scary removal thing.
Yeah. Then think this through. Catherine, you can do this.
Doxing yourself again. Don't worry, everyone.
You call me Catherine all the time when you talk on this.
Maybe.
Well, every so often. Not all the time.
Yeah,
so everyone Mrs. Swiftly or Layla Swiftly and occasionally you say Catherine.
I use my name occasionally. I mean, my name's actually on the For You thing now. Because people are like, you need to be more friendly with people. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. Right. I
Call me Mister.
will do daft things probably. I'm going to swing with Eliza.
Okay. So 1 check. 7.
That's fine. I shall then... Maybe. Let's think about this.
For now, I'm trying to figure out how you're going to get to level 7 to swing again.
Who knows?
Okay.
That's the fridge making weird noises again.
It sounds like cat's trying to scratch to get the... There you go, I think the cat's still outside, so maybe she's outside trying to scratch away.
Could be.
Let me in, humans. Let me in. At least if you spend memory and you go over the memory cap, at least you can activate your boy in the back there to actually swing still.
Yeah. Just considering my options.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay, that's cool. Might do that actually. Probably a terrible idea, but I might do that. I am going to pay 8, technically.
No.
Go on.
Pay for it. 4.
Are you going to make me do it that way, are you?
Well, I'm going to make you do it the actual way.
But it's...
If I've got 3 or fewer security, you have to do it that way.
Yeah, I suppose. Delete one of your highest DP, so that's that.
So that pops this. So I'm just going to say no, thank you.
And then place this card in the back area.
Okay. And then you can end of turns effects with Mr. Owen.
Yep, I shall suspend him to give Dimitrimon piercing, and then I shall swing with Dimitrimon into...
I'm going to die anyway. So.
Yes, I shall swing with Dimitrimon into your Vmon.
Okay. Vmon's deleted, so the piercing continues. Davis. Because I put him there. 1, 2, 3. I will take the flame. And then the other 2 will go to the bottom. Because they're all blue. All right then.
Over to you.
Over to me. All right. Start main phase and spend the Davis. Draw a card. Breeding phase. I'm going to move it out. And then activate the effects. The more you get 3 or more memory, so these are activate. You have a one Digimon in play, so it goes to 1. These see there's a 3 on the field, so I gain 1 on each, so it goes to 8. And then, what's the easiest way to do this? I'm going to say this way. So spend 1, evolve up into flame. Flame effect, I get 8k, so I get 10k. Swing security for 10k.
Okay.
There you go.
Good job.
Thank you. That's sweaty game. All right, that's game 1.
There was definitely more interaction that time, I think, than the time I was playing against you with Armour. I think.
Yeah, it was a longer game. But that's probably longer than the 2 games put together.
Maybe.
Any more comments from our adoring fans? Are they telling us how bad we're playing, or we're playing too slow, or
nothing? Got a weird feeling.
with deja vu?
No, just like it's going to sound really weird. It feels like a sense of impending doom.
Oh, not that bad. Cat's going to come flying through that window, right? Oh, the front door's locked. Back door isn't locked, but I'm watching that door. I always watch that door. For anyone's wondering, no, we live in a nice area. It's new builds. So we're out the way. It's nice out the way.
Yes, I suppose, as long as you no one saw what you did the other day.
Oh no, you may have saw that.
You're not supposed to throw cards on the floor. Is there an egg missing? No.
There. I once went to a tournament and someone had only 3 eggs. And I was like, well, I've only got 3 eggs. I only need 3 eggs.
The tech choice, I suppose.
And this was like years and years ago. This is before Melga, where Melga was doing the whole only run 3 eggs because you want to basically only get the 3 good eggs kind of thing. Or you want to get the higher chance of getting a Bukamon, and then you want to obviously have like the 2 getting the that, because generally you're only going to get like round to 3 eggs before either you win or lose. And that was like the base of the game plan.
Logically, yes.
But obviously, if you had the egg at the bottom, you were kind of stuck then, because you really needed that one to be like the first or second one.
Yeah.
I've interviewed a few people, obviously. Hi, you and me, Castrogito. So yeah, there was a few times where you talk to people like, yeah, the reason I did this is because I want consistency, and obviously the issue with the consistency is if you happen to get to 3rd, you're generally losing. So you can't wait for your first or second. So yeah, there's always like a 30% chance you're going to just not do it. But this was like, I think when I went to like my first Games Expo back in like BT8 or something like that, and I spoke to somebody, who's like, oh, why you got 3 Expo? It's like, oh, I didn't think 4 was important. I was like, okay then. And then they used all their babies up, and they were like, oh, I'm stuck. Can I just play this in the back? I was like, nope. You think this is a pre-release? I'm like, oh. Call a judge over, and just like, what's the issue? And they're like, oh, I don't have any more eggs to hatch. Can I just play rookies in the back? And they're like, no. They're like, oh, why not then? And it's like, is this pre-release?
That's the rules.
Yeah, it's like, that's the rules. Like, you can't hatch in the back if there's no eggs. You can't then just do it, divvy up kind of thing. And they're like, oh, would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to go first, please. No, just literally just because of that impending sense of doom.
Okay. I mean, this is a hand.
I can work with mine.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I can work with this one. Hopefully you give me 2 memory.
That's got a different oversleeve. Or it's the wrong way around.
Might be the wrong way around. But I did get 2 of these. No, these all came from the same one. It's just the babies got different oversleeves on, so they should all be the same. But I have noticed
If it's the
before.
wrong way around, I can feel it on the other side.
Flick it over then.
No, because I don't see my security, so I'll leave it alone. Leave it. No, leave it.
Okay. But yeah, I have noticed that sometimes, even if it's in the same pack, they will have like weird like quality differences.
Yeah.
Like some will be like really frosty and some won't be, because I got called out for it when I was playing at finals. Someone goes like, are those in different sleeves? It's like, I think they are. It's like, shit, it's like so different as well.
Yeah, but you also get things from the same pack where...
As I'm saying, like these are from the same pack that I literally like use.
Well, I mean, like with colours, and you get like a shading difference occasionally.
Yeah, that's the issue with like the dragon sleeves. We find sometimes like the edges will be just like physically like full of colour, and then some of them will be black, and it's like, huh? So it just looks so dodgy.
1 and 2 and 3.
Damn, I mean that's not bad. I don't know if you need it, but that's pretty good.
I shall take
one of these.
Medusa as Liberator.
Oh,
What? And Agumon as Reptile.
okay. Poor Owen. Okay.
What?
No, just poor Owen.
It's my game. I'm allowed to play it how I want.
Yeah. Right. Start with
Over to
mine. Draw, breeding, flick down. I'm gonna do. Which one's better? I'm gonna do you in the back. Draw for Digivolving. Ooh, you bad now. I'm gonna spend 2 to play out a mental. So go 1, 2. I'm gonna take 1, so I'll take the larger. Flick down.
Have you moved my meds?
Yes, they're underneath the.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't worry, they're normal meds, everyone. They aren't so like crazy pills. Maybe. All right, spend 3.
I mean, technically, one of them is used for
That. All right,
depression.
play
So
out a
isn't that
female.
classified?
Maybe. All right, there we go.
Or something. Draw. Promotimo.
I'm still on. I am still on. Are they okay over there? Are they okay over there?
What do you mean?
Don't
They're
breathe.
friends.
Don't breathe.
They're friends.
Breathing bad.
Stop being mean. They're friends.
Sure.
Stop being mean. They're friends.
Mm-hmm.
I shall do something. Maybe that. I'll do that. I shall pay for the.
You're free. Okay.
No one.
Okay. End of turn.
Send this tamer. One of you did one with the reptile. Which one do I want to go?
Do the what now?
Well, I shall swing with the one with the inherited effect into your security. I am 1k, but
I will check. It's a battle, which means that it gets flipped first, so you can digivolve if you wish to.
I don't have level 4.
Okay, well then it dies. Okay. Let's start my turn. Draw. Move out.
If I'd had level 4, I wouldn't have played the other one.
You might have done, because then you want to just do the effect to attack and then get the pop on it, because you know there's not many option cards in this deck. So
I suppose there is.
Gain the 1 because it's 3 on the field, so I go to 2. I will then digivolve for 0 because I'm going to digivolve on top of the armor form, and it goes by -1, and then that gains a memory. So I just say it 2. I'll suspend your laser. I'll draw for digivolving. I gain 2000 DP, and I am currently 8, 10, 11. So I'll swing through the poor little laser at 11k with piercing.
Okay.
And then I'll hit security for 1 check.
Is Eliza supposed to digivolve from Gigi by any chance?
Yeah, from Gigi. That's fine.
Because obviously there's a Gigi in the background, so normally that's how they do the arms.
But we saw the Eliza like a while ago, and then no one ever clicked that Gigi was going to be the baby. At least it feels like no one was like, because a lot of people are like, oh, when are you going to get a new baby, a brand new baby? And it was like, it's Gigi, man! It's like, God damn it.
Well, Digivolution lines are not linear, are they?
No, it's just funny that if no one saw it coming, it's like, no, it could be in.
It was just 1 check, right?
Just 1 check. Just think what I want to do now. I will then pop this, digivolve for 1, up into Magna, draw, take to do more of the draw thing, god damn it. I will swing Magna in security for 9k. Yep, survives. And then spend 3, giving you 2. Play out an Armored Dilution card. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll take the 1 thing I can, trash the rest. Ain't doing too well here, boys. Right, and then over to you.
Got more security.
I'm in a better position, but like I'm not exactly in like a everything's going millhouse now.
Draw. Hatch.
God, this hand is so funny. It's like, I've got like 4 arts and then a random like non-art. This hand's so weird. I've got that near royal flush. How's the string going, my love? Is it still rolling?
Still rolling.
Anyone yell at me yet?
No, not yet.
Good stuff.
I shall digivolve and draw.
Yeah, good stuff.
Then pay 4, take you to 2 to play it over.
Oh, okay.
It's over to you.
Right, unsuspend. Unsuspend. Draw. Hatch. Main phase. See that I have a 3. Go to 3. I will digivolve in the back. And the V for 0. Draw. Please be something good.
Is that a no?
I will be sad now. I'm going to swing Magna in security for 9k for 1 check.
I think you're okay.
That's all right. I'm going to swing Lydra in security for 9k 1 check.
You're okay.
Okay. All right. That seems to be the security on my side, apparently.
Yeah. But sometimes you want to die so you can armor purge and then do something again.
I'll spend 4, giving you 1. Davis. 1, 2, 3. I'll take the Magna. And then I won't do anything apparently. Right, over to you.
Okay. Draw.
Is the impending doom this game by some chance?
I don't know what's going on. My body feels really weird right now.
Maybe it's the melon that doesn't say it has a Spartan.
Yeah. It could be because my fibro is going crazy right now.
That's the impending doom.
Yeah, it could be. You're not wrong. Right, as you have a Digimon, I gain a memory. I also
no, the way around.
So you get a 3 first, then gain a
4.
memory.
So for those who don't know out there, you choose your trigger points I would always recommend going to 3 first and then gaining any extra memory. Because if you go, I will gain a memory and then go, I go to 3. In a tournament setting, you've already announced your plan. So you can't change it.
No takebacks.
No takebacks. Your opponent can be a dick about it and be like, no, thank you. I'm going to do this. It's like, no, you can't, because you've already announced to me you're going to gain a memory from 1 to 2, and then you realize that you messed up. So in a tournament setting, you have to be your own boss. You can't be like, oh, my opponent's going to be... No, you're in a tournament setting. They want to win too. I've done it a few times where I've given it up, and because I've done it, I've lost games. So like, I do... Nowadays, that's it. Brute force only. Also, where's my Owen ult from BT18? So where's my Owen ult from BT18? You never got one.
Oh, okay.
Poor man deserves one.
Fair enough. Brain work, please.
Lady, see you tonight.
Can't do that, I don't think. To figure something out.
Right, so you're in an okay position. Everything I'm also suspended, so there's no blocking. You can definitely spend a lot of memory and push over the turns, make you swing into a few things. You can definitely try and get things off the field. Tonight. Do. It's a delight.
Can't do that yet. I shall do death things and regret it.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna swing with this one.
Okay.
Into your security.
Okay. Check is a body. You can.
I don't have one.
Okay.
That's why I said it's doing something stupid.
Okay.
But it gets your security down a little bit. So
yeah. So now you can, for a forecast, right? For forecast, you can Raging Serpentine my booty.
Raging Serpentine.
For 4. You've got 2 of them in hand. There's only 2 in the deck. Again, if anyone's watching this, I need to figure out how to get 4 in the deck, because all the Japanese players like 4 is the key number. It deals with all your problems.
Maybe. There's 4 people watching us right now.
We're one of them, though.
Yeah.
But we appreciate the 3 of you who are here, who are actually here by your own, choice. Could be doing anything else. Sleeping would be a great choice.
Yeah.
But we appreciate the views.
Yeah, I'll do that.
As we're like one of the very few channels that actually just randomly stream. We do.
Daft things.
Oh, that's fair enough. I was like, what are you actually doing? On play effect.
On play, if your opponent has 5 or fewer security cards, they place 1 card from their hand as the bottom security card, and then trash the top security card.
I will put this as the bottom one. Then I'll trash the top one. There you go. And then you can actually use the effect of Owen if you wish to.
It's only just been played, so it's got this one.
Yeah. I think it's 4K, right?
Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. Well,
unfortunately. But I'm saying, like...
There's no point in
what I'm saying
so.
is, like, when you trigger things, make sure you're doing what the deck wants to do.
Yes. If you had something that was 4K or less, I'd probably do it. But you don't.
Would you have known to?
Not right now.
That's what I'm saying. So, okay. So, my turn?
Yes.
All right. Uno suspendo por
It basically feels like my body's trying to shut down right now.
Well, it is bedtime. It's a free. We have 3. Draw a card. Main phase. Sorry, breeding phase. Move over. Move out. And then we have a 3 in play, so you go to 4. Already done my draw. Yes, already done my draw. I will swing for 9k into security. 1 check. Yep,
You survive. Security at the end of the
oh yeah, play that, yeah.
battle. Play this card without paying the cost.
Yes, you got a body.
Yep. And start of
Does it have an on-play effect?
No, some start of main phase and when evolving.
It's just terrible. Just having a Digimon that goes, I'm going to get bigger for the sake of getting bigger. And then I will swing. Again.
And yeah, that's game.
There you go, just so everyone knows. Oh, Jesus. All right. That was a scary card. And then that's what I put at the bottom.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's like, that's what I did the other game. I was like, I'm going to put a Davis at the bottom because that way, if it doesn't get popped, I at least get to use its effect.
Yeah, I couldn't find new level 4s, so.
That's very strange. You were like, I'm just going to do this. I was like, but why don't you want the Medusa? Or the Owen, rather. I was like, you already have women, right? And you're like, sure.
Yeah, I had 2 Medusas in hand. And a gal. And a Lammy. And I know.
Sometimes it is a case
I had
of
a really good upper hand, but I need nothing to
I
get
will
me
say
there.
this now, and it's happened to me a few times in tournaments. Sometimes if it's like turn 2 and you know your opponent can't remove things from the field, just hard slam down a level 5 and be like, you get a lot of memory to fuck around this turn. but I know you can't remove me this turn. Especially when you only form removal is like,
I'm going to do something stupid and obviously did that. Put him down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much for being here today. It was like a 2-hour stream. I know it was only really an hour and a half because babies are babies and they're mean.
And pin you down by holding your hair and say you can't go leave the room. Because that's what happens to me every single night.
It's weird. It's a loving, caring family here. It's not run by a 4-year-old with an iron fist. We promise.
Maybe.
Oh. But yeah, Armour is interesting. Obviously, that game was a bit bricky in terms of like what was going on, but that's kind of the back and forwards you want to see between Armour and Medusa from like the first game. Obviously, it was a much closer game. Obviously, Catherine's still learning decks. Obviously, I've had a little bit more time looking at decks.
I think I did really well with Medusa, to be fair.
Yeah, I think you did too. But I'm just saying, obviously, I've had a chance to like go through it. I've made a deck profile. I've read all the cards. I know what they do. I know like what the key combos are. It's a very straightforward deck. It's just obviously you got to read the cards first.
Something card game players can't
card game players can't read or they misread things. Armour is obviously a very simple deck. I slammed myself into security. Oh no, my armour form fell off. Let me put on another one. Obviously, Armour Digivolution is a really cool card now because it works on both turns. If your opponent goes, let me just punch that armour off you, and you go, okay, then delay effect, let me just put another one back on, and your opponent goes,
oh no.
Especially if it's going to be a case of like you put back a magnet that unsuspends or you do the lovely thing of throwing down another ST17 that goes, all right, strip your sources, and then it bans back the hand. So your opponent doesn't get to actually like fight you properly. Obviously, if your opponent's trying to pierce you in a deck, this deck isn't running any of the BT13 magnets now because you don't want to be popped because obviously a lot of things want to blow you up or like this deck wants to blow you up.
Dead.
Are you finished? Very good.
It died when
so
I
like Magdon wants to blow you up
bed.
constantly, so having your BT13 just die for the sake of dying and then getting security for free and then triggering more effects isn't great. So obviously Armour forms are the best way to go in this deck right now. And then if you want to run the Magnet X variant, which you can do, you basically just do as much damage as you can, and then at the end of your turn you give them a load of memory, but it's an immovable object basically that they can't fight against. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's today's episode. We'll probably play this again if we get a chance over the weekend, just because it's the only Euro deck that we have built right now until we get promos in. And
I enjoy the games.
Yeah. I know you want to play this.
Always want to play Armour.
Yeah.
I like Armour.
Armour's a fun deck because it is just kind of like Unga Bunga.
You're saying I'm a caveman now?
No, it's just simple.
But now you're saying I'm simple. How dare you?
I am saying simple. Love of simple. But then again, I was trying to rebuild Puppets yesterday. I was like, where's the promos, like the new promos? And you're like, they're somewhere. I was like, God damn it. And I was like, I'm going to rebuild this. Where's the promos for this? And you're like, somewhere. I was like, God damn it.
I need to organise the cards. I've still not got around to doing it.
Yeah. We are still like in the process of moving into this house still. We are still like trying to build the house to be a house. Because it's getting there.
Yeah, I've only been here for 2 months. And
yeah, maybe 2 months. The house has still got boxes that haven't been unpacked yet.
They say it takes you 6 months.
6 months to a year.
6 months to a year to fully unpack and settle into your house.
Because it's a brand new house as well, we're having to put shelves in. We're having to do what we can. We can't really put anything on the walls for a year because it needs to dry out and solidify. So we are doing what we can currently, but God damn it, dog. But over there you can't really see. That's like the dining area. We're going to put like a big TV up for the kids so they can like watch TV and stuff. Or we can probably put like YouTube up on the TV so we can watch it that better. So that way there's not a
you can see the screen better because obviously the Chromebook isn't great.
No, Chromebooks obviously you can only see it like straight on because it's black to me currently. But yeah, obviously, and again we're going to try and do that overlay thing. So there's a big pod that goes over and we'll make it so that way it looks great. God damn it, dog! Stop farting. But yeah, there's a few things in mind, and we're going to try and make it as nice for everyone as we can. I probably need to get 2 more lights. That way I will just die on game 2 instead of losing.
Well, I'm going to suggest something.
We need more lights because we want it more bright. No shadows.
I'm going to suggest, it probably won't work, but we can try, the next time we play, we can try the new bedside lamps as lights.
No, if you want something like this, you need enough lights. That way when you see where the shadow is, there's no shadow on the field.
Okay, fair enough.
Because those won't. They'll create like
more shadow.
They'll create a lingering shadow. That's why if you go to like football matches and stuff, you will see like just literally a small circle of people because there's so much light on people. It just doesn't penetrate.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so like this is perfectly fine for now. But then again, if it's going overhead, it might be a case of like there's a shadow that lingers like over the field, so you need to have one here, so it's always just clear.
You need a floodlight, basically.
You need 4, but I don't want floodlights, so we'll just die. I mean, these aren't too bad. They're a little bit warm, but I mean, if you touch them, they're like very mildly, like just slightly warm. They're not like hot. And they've been on for like 2.5 hours at this point, so they're doing pretty well. Don't screw it. Just falls off. But I mean, they ain't too bad. I think these were a pair for like 30 quid.
Can't remember.
They were pretty good. But the reason...
Just realised something. It's fine. It's not an issue. No.
Is it so you can talk off camera so I don't get in trouble?
You're not in trouble. Wouldn't be in trouble anyways, because obviously I bought you more of these. And I didn't know.
It was there.
You didn't know if you were paying me back for them or not.
Yes, remind me. But you randomly goes like, I bought them for you. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like,
you said when I make an order next to put them on in my basket.
And then you bought them, and I was like, oh, yeah. So yeah, I'll pay you back for this. But yeah, and then probably next time you do another order, if you tell me beforehand, just don't buy them, so I can actually use the money for them. I'll probably grab like 2 more of these, and then probably need another one of these. Then
and eventually a generator and
yeah. So unfortunately, I did ask Living Realms if I could stream for them because I know that the other streaming lads are either at Fanboy Free, so it's Manchester, so like the other side of the country on the same day, or they're down in Darksphere on the Saturday. So they're gonna be tired because they will travel and they will just be dead. So I think they've all got their top 16 anyway. So I think they've got their stuff for finals anyway. They're just going basically for prizing, which is fine. I just wish it would trickle down like it would at an actual tournament. But yeah, because I was the only person who I know was streaming would go to Living Realms. It's the easiest one to get to currently because London's got like a load of train works going on that weekend. For whatever reason, like if I'd gone the day before, it'd be fine. The day after, it's fine. It's just specifically on that Saturday. Like it's instead of it being like an hour's journey, it's like 4 hours. It's just like, yeah, it's no point. I'll go north. Literally go straight to the event, essentially. Well, I'll go see my sister, spend some time with her and her partner, have a nice meal, probably like play some decks. If I was taking my streaming equipment, I'd probably like do like some like deck practice and stuff on stream just to have a bit of fun. But I don't think I'm going to do that now because it's a lot of hassle just to play that. But yeah, I asked them if I could stream, and it took them a couple of weeks to come back to me, and they've been like, "We will not be setting up a dedicated place to stream, but that's not that we can't stream at the event, just not games, or there won't be a specific one." Because it was like, we won't set you up a plug, we won't do anything like that. I was like, to be fair, as long as like at table 1 and just put my stuff at table 1, be fine. Because I've got my own lights, I've got my own, I'd have a generator kind of thing. I'd have my own equipment, so it'd just be a case of like, just let me put it up from the stream. Like, there's nothing on to you to do. I'm not asking for payment. My payment is the content. Because the biggest reason I did casting is because I wanted something to be recorded for streams. Because if you look at like a lot of Pokemon and Magic, Magic's a bit different because Magic has always been very like televised. I don't know if it's just because Magic is that way, especially in America, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Has just like got like so many years of like no history. Like the first like 5 or 6 years of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Has like no history. Competitive Pokemon only has like rumors here and there from people who played at the events. And I didn't want Digimon to be the same way, where it's like, oh, what happened during all these events? It's
basically,
like, oh, no
you
one
wanted
knows.
to have a history, I suppose.
Yeah, I wanted a physical recording, and obviously we've been really lucky. The Americans have been really good about having like PPG. I always forgot the rest of them, but they've all essentially, but not necessarily from the start, but quite early on, they've all went like, yeah, we'll get these recorded. We'll have casters. We'll make this an official thing. Make it like really professional. OP have been really good to me. They've let me stream a few events. They were my first time streaming. I got to stream like a random side thing because their event for the day didn't go to plan. I don't think Adam's going to be upset with me saying this. I know I was told to be quiet at the time because the creator was there at the event, but 12 people turned up for the event, or like 14 people turned up for the event of, Battle Spirit Saga. And yeah, I think Wright was on the wall straight away, to be fair, because that event was basically, we're going to pay you to be here. So that wasn't very good for people. All right.
I thought I heard a small child.
I hear something, but I don't know if it's a small child.
With dog snoring, yeah.
Possibly, with the cat outside. But yeah, I've been really lucky. But unfortunately, I've just not been able to do much casting after the last like few months or so. Finals was really weird. Luckily, our boy Yao got to do some casting. I was dead on that day, to be fair. I was gone down and supported him. I was in the hotel sleeping most of the day away. But yeah, it was nice to actually get recording that. So it was really good to see him in there. He was all dressed up as well, which was nice to see. And then, K&T and the lads have been trying to do their best to record things where they can. They're a bit closer to Scotland, so it's easy for them to travel with stuff. Obviously, now that we get in this setup, I don't mind travelling with it. It's obviously just to keep an eye on things when you're travelling from where I am to like Scotland, and then transporting from one train to another. So again, I don't mind travelling with the setup and stuff. It's, you know, it'd be nice to go to locals, have a proper setup, sweat to death in locals. You know, not because I'm trying hard, just because like burning out to death. Yeah, hopefully this will be the year where we get a bit more live action going with the people around here, and just see how it goes. Hopefully we get 1,000 subscribers this year. That's the plan. Try and get monetized. Try and make it so, you know, the hobby pays for itself basically. So I'm not having to like throw thousands of pounds into this while trying to like afford a very expensive mortgage, and you know, basically just let the channel run itself. So that way I have to worry about the channel, and then you know I can only have to worry about the home stuff. That's the plan. I sweat to death here in the kitchen. But it's very nice to play with Mr. Swiftly. I think we're in a good position in terms of like where to sit and actually play the game as well. Yeah. Because on the camera, it looks like it does literally just fit like the actual base. So if I can get that set up properly and it's just essentially straight overboard, it'd be great. But no, that's it. Anything you want to say?
Impending doom.
Yeah, impending doom. But that could be any reason.
No, I don't know. There's nothing I want to say.
I don't know, we're getting there. It's 4 days of work. I've got so much stuff I need to do at work tomorrow. It's ridiculous because I've already been speaking to my boss, and it's like I need to like follow up on some things that happened on the off shift, and I need to do my own resources, and I got to do my own job, and I got to do something else. So I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. Luckily, it's Friday though, so like most people at work will be super happy because they work Monday to Friday, and I work 4 on 4 off. So like you rotate through the good stuff. Weekends is the best time to work really because you don't get any.
The big bosses.
Not even the big bosses. Like, this sounds really weird, but you don't get any like additional like people like coming in to like survey you. So Fridays is very rare to get like visits from like outside sources. Saturday and Sunday you just never ever see anyone outside. Monday is during the day you're gonna get like randomly caught out because they'll be like, yeah, it's first of the week, we'll come see you.
Audit time.
Audit time. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with audits. It's just it's panic mode.
Upstairs goes.
Yeah, it's panic mode for no reason. It's like everything's fine. Like everyone always like, you know, we do our best to follow the rules. Stop panicking. You know, most of the workers here know what they're doing. You know, they've been doing it for like 20 years at this point, most of the people I work with. You know, chill out. Don't panic. It's fine. You know, we generally go over green or like, you know, an AA plus rating. You know, we're really good. But yeah, so I just look forward to like having to deal with like whatever happened over the weekend, or in this case, the week. Yeah. But you've got impending doom, so you want to go have a heart attack upstairs, that's fine. I'm going to sweat to death and have a heart attack down here. So we'll see you guys hopefully soon. Probably not tomorrow. We'll probably have a quite chill Friday tomorrow. And then maybe come back Saturday or Sunday for another round of practicing for a store championship. Maybe. So we'll see you guys soon enough. Bye. Peace out. Goodbye. Bye. Pretty laggy. I don't know why.
I don't want to move.